So say my name. What's my name? What's my name? Slasher.
How's it going, everybody? It's Slasher103 back with another reaction / sleep stream. Y'all already know how it goes, and if you're new to my stream, I'm gonna tell you. So basically, in the matter of speaking, what we do is we put on videos and we leave them on even when we go to bed. But without further ado, let's get to the content.
Tell them why you're sleeping.
Huh?
Are you sleeping on the bed?
Alright guys, so today we're going to do a little bit
I don't
of an experiment.
tell people
I
that's
have 10
about
wrenches
like
here that I left outside for about 2 months for the sole purpose of them getting extremely rusty, and all of them are, obviously you can see they're rusty, but none of the, whatever this thing's called, the little adjustment part, it's all rusty, fully solid, none of them are. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 9 of these wrenches, and we're going to put them in different jars with various different liquids, and we're going to see how the liquid affects the rust, and we're going to see how well it frees up the mechanism, or if it does all, and then we're going to save the 10th wrench, and we're going to put this in a tank for electrolysis. We're going to see how that plays out. Let's start loading these things up in jars. Alright, our first liquid, and what I think is probably going to work the best out of all the liquids, we have Evapo-Rust. I think I've used this in a video before, and it's just a liquid that is supposed to evaporate rust. The video I did with it before, I don't remember what I used it on, but I think I remember the result being pretty impressive. We're also only going to fill the jars up halfway, so that way we can see kind of like a before and after.
Found a job close to me, and he found an apartment, and he did exactly what he said he was going to do. Now, I wasn't allowed to move in with him, even though I really wanted to, because, thank God, my mom was extremely against it.
Of course,
When I
the
asked her about
mechanism
it,
side
she
is
was
going to,
like,
the adjustable side is
absolutely
going to go
not.
down.
You should be able to take care of yourself financially and get
Like I
your
said,
own
I think that's
apartment,
going to be,
blah, blah, this, that, and the
I think that's
next,
going to be the
whatever.
best.
And she
Next,
was
we
right.
got some transmission fluid.
About him taking care
I
of
know
me
this is kind
financially,
of
hit that Uno
an
reverse,
old school
and I
trick, I
found
guess.
myself
I know my
taking care
grandpa
of
has
him
thrown old tools.
financially.
yes,
This
sir.
is embarrassing, guys. This is
I think it's
embarrassing.
pretty common.
We listen and we don't judge. Period. So he moves into this little apartment, and this job that he had was awful. It was
Slasher
not
is alive.
It had something to do with selling contracts, but I'm pretty sure that all of it was commission based.
It was just making food and showering.
Enough contracts during the month, he's not being
Which I
paid as
was
much.
so stoked
And
to find out that they sell it in these tubs. Because I thought if I wanted to use it, I was going to have to get a bunch of cans and empty out a bunch of cans.
Aye, brother.
At the time, I had a decent amount of money saved. And after a few months, I started to feel really bad because he moved closer for me. So I started lending him money. And every time he
MJ, lay down.
And then not only was I lending him money to pay the rent and the bills, I found myself buying groceries, buying things for the apartment. And before you judge me,
Maybe in a minute.
I didn't have a lot of money, so they couldn't really help him, but they opened up this bank account for him, where you are allowed to go $500 in debt. Somehow, before Reese even got his first paycheck, his parents put the account $500 in debt. Are you kidding me? No. Anyway, so when he got his first paycheck, he didn't want to put it in his bank account because he didn't want to be straight in the negative. That's when I had the right idea to be like, well, you can put it in my bank account, and then I'll get you a card to use so you can spend your money that's mixed in with my money.
Oh, man. God, that PB blaster is like stinking up this place. Anyway, I think this should be a part of the transmission.
Very quickly, as you can imagine, because not even a month later, this guy is spending my money like it's his own. So now, I'm basically working to finance his life. Fast forward a little bit more, guess what?
Now let's try
I'm in
some
debt
help.
too now. The bank is sending me letters in the mail about me being in debt. And then the one day my mom finds one of the letters,
I think it's supposed to be
she starts getting on me about it. She's like, why are you always in the negative, blah, 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 what is going on?
using
And I
tape
come
and some
up with
rust.
some
I think that's
excuse
a pretty good
to make him
success.
flat out say, oh, I'm paying all my boyfriend's bills and paying for his whole life. That argument, I just literally apologized and told her it wouldn't happen again because I had way too much going on. I couldn't do it. After all this, I have to go on vacation for 2 weeks with my family. It's always whenever you are in the worst time in your
like,
relationship that your parents want to go on a fucking vacation.
Let's
Or
try some
want to
ketchup.
take you to a theme park. It's just funny that your
Clean
parents
panties?
decide to do
Why
the
won't it
most
clean your wrench?
random-ish that you would never do.
What?
I go on a family vacation for 2 weeks. We are fighting every single day.
Thank you.
Because I didn't trust Reese. I couldn't even enjoy the vacation because I was thinking 24/7 about what he's doing.
I had to put the sheet on
So bad
drunk,
that he eventually blocks me.
and it tired me the
away.
fuck out.
And
That really sounds like your
I
mom.
come back and he starts acting really weird. Of course.
That's pretty rough.
But I keep calm for a couple days. Okay,
Now
I'm
let's
like,
try
you
some
know what?
pineapple
Maybe
juice.
it's just because we had a really rough past 2 weeks.
Take this to it.
Let me
This
give
is,
some time. Give me time. Still acting like a
So-
weirdo. So fast forward, his dad is turning 50. There's going to be a party at his parents' house. So we go. Reese gets super drunk, per usual.
MJ, calm the fuck down.
Because I knew for a fact
And I think we
that whenever he fell asleep, I was going through
did
that
pineapple juice
phone.
for 30 days
And
with
if I
yours.
found something
We
in
might
there,
have done
I
some
will
metal too.
trust
And
myself
last but not least,
to
we
act
have
like a civilized human being while under the influence of alcohol. AKA, I would do something that would most likely end me up in jail if I found something on his phone. And I did. I found something on his phone again. Ladies, if you want to protect your peace,
now let's
stay
get
away
the
from a man's phone.
electrolysis set up.
It has
Alright, now we can do
been
our electrolysis.
4 years
Before I do
since
this,
I went through a man's
just to
phone.
be warned, this is
I won't
not
even
a
look at a
tutorial.
man's phone.
I've never
If
done
you
this
could
before in my
have
life.
something on your phone,
I just
don't
looked
want
up
to
the
see
video
it.
and I'm pretty sure I got everything.
That
So
thing
the nice
is-
man on the video said that you
I want
need
to
to
see
use
no Instagram
washing
models
soda.
on your feed
But
or
I don't
nothing.
think it said
Okay?
super washing
Yeah,
soda. I was able to find
anyway,
super washing
I
soda.
go into his phone. What do I see?
What I
Videos of
understand
him
this is
making out
gonna
with girls at
be like an
parties while
electrolyte
I was on
to help the
vacation.
electrons
And then I go onto his Snapchat,
like
hold his
do whatever they
Snapchat
do.
account, and I
He
go
didn't
on
say
there,
how much to
and
do.
he's telling these
So,
girls
I
when
guess
he'll
you
be
just
able
put
to
in a
link up
healthy
with
amount.
them, talking about sleeping with them. So I cry myself to sleep. Again. And instead of confronting
That
him
one
in the morning, I act like everything is okay. I know, guys. So
I
then
think
I
it's
finally
saturated.
decide to
Well,
tell
more than
Elizabeth
saturated,
what
because there's
happened, which made
Now
it
we need
even
to-
more real
Gonna
because
eat
she
cold
always
water?
keeps me accountable. Now I definitely
just gonna
couldn't
use
this
deny or
now.
try to justify
Cold water?
what he was doing.
As
So
a
then
stand.
I'm so angry, and I'm like, I want to do something to get back at him. And she's like, well, what do you have in mind? And I'm like, I know this one boy, Lucas. And so
I
I
want
start
to
texting
I want to
Lucas,
leave some of the wrench
which by
out.
the way,
Because I
I
already
knew
have
Lucas back from whenever I started talking to
see
Reese
how
on
much
the dating
how
app.
much rust the
It's been a
electrolysis
while
actually
since we
took
talked
off.
because obviously I respect my boyfriend and I'm not going to text other men while I'm with him. But
And
he
then I have
responds
my
very
piece of
quickly. We
sacrificial
start
metal here,
flirting.
which I thought was going to
Eventually, I
fit
send
this
him
way,
nudes
and I was going to have the
and
wrench over here and this over here.
things. But
It's
that
too
is
wide.
as far as I could go. I couldn't bring myself to sleep with him or
And I
do
think I'm probably going to put
anything
like a
physical
pair
with
of vice
him.
grips
Physical
or
intimacy
something
at
here
this
to make sure
point
this thing
has
doesn't
become repulsive
go
to
over
me.
here and
I
then touch the
haven't
wrench
slept with
and pull
Reese
everything
since I found
in. I
everything
also
out.
have
Barely
a very old
him.
garbage
Actually,
that
makes
I
me
bought off eBay.
Okay, you fucking pig. Relax.
It would be funny if I could say the name
Battery
under
chargers these
Elena.
days will not put out
So then he's like,
any kind of
"Ooh,
current unless they
why
detect
is
that.
she Snapchatting you so much?"
I
I'm like,
guess
"Oh, it's this girl from
safety.
work. She's super
But
nice."
prevent you from doing
And
stuff like this.
eventually, I decide that
So,
I'm not going to go through. What the heck is
goes
going
to our
on here? What is
sacrificial metal.
happening? Eventually, I do block Lucas because
Here's our wrench.
I realized that doing all of this stuff didn't make me feel
I
as
think
good as I
that's
thought it was going to make me
Also, I'm
feel,
not going to run
which
this
then
inside
made me
because I
realize
just learned that
that
this
I
puts
just
off
needed to
hydrogen
dump
gas,
Reese.
um,
And that's exactly
which
what I
can
did.
explode,
I went to
which
Reese's
would
house the
just
next
be,
day. I broke up with
you know,
him.
just
It
the
was a
best
really bad
video.
breakup. He was
But I ended up
throwing
turning on
stuff, crying,
on 2 amps, I
insulting
think.
me, still not owning up to everything that
Just
he
ended
Goes right up.
did, not surprised.
Make sure everything's working.
And then I told him before I left, I
Okay.
want my money back. You owe me over $2,000, and I'm going to sue you if you don't pay me back.
Hang up, see
Fast forward a few weeks later, Reese is texting me every day about how much he misses me, how much he loves me. I'm just ignoring all of his messages because
Here's the battery charger working.
absolutely not. No. And the only reason why I haven't blocked him is because I want my money. So then when he realizes that I'm not responding to all the cutesy stuff that he's sending me, he tries a different tactic. Instead now he's telling me that he's gonna unalive himself because he can't look
Wait,
down
you
on
said I
me.
could have the rest of the plastic plates?
So I decided to call his dad. I hate his dad. Because that man is an awful person and definitely has a lot to do with the way that Reese is And I
Yeah,
never
it is.
really
So
spoke
that
to
would
him,
actually
so when I
really
spoke on the phone, he knew that it was serious. So we reached
And
out
also
to
kind
him
of sad. I
immediately,
thought
and
the
I'm like,
process was
listen,
going to
you
take a
need to
long
get
time.
your psychotic
But
son under
from what
control.
I've seen,
He's
it only
currently
takes maybe
hospitalizing
like
himself right
24
now.
hours
If
or
I
so.
get back together with him,
So
and
I
I'm
guess
not
we're going to
having
check
it.
back in about
Because
24
listen
hours.
to me,
Put this outside
I'm
for
not
run.
going to be responsible for that.
See what happens.
Absolutely not.
All right.
So
So
he says he'll
the
take care
Rich
of it,
has
and he
been in the
hangs up the phone.
electrolysis for
After
about
this,
3
I decided
days.
that I want
We
to go
have
on a
made
date
some
with the
progress.
kid.
You
I
see,
was having so much freaking
clearly
fun
this is
with
the
him
waterline.
until
We
Elizabeth
got
calls
Russ.
me and she's
We don't
like,
have Russ.
Reese
But
is
now instead of
threatening to
Russ,
beat me up
we
if I
have
don't
this
tell
like
him where you are. I'm like,
weird
oh.
white powder.
So I call him, which was
I'm
so
not entirely
embarrassing
sure
to have to
what
do
that
in
is,
front of
but it's
Lucas.
really
I'm on a
built
date
up.
with a guy and I
Oh,
have
like dirt.
drama because my ex-boyfriend while I'm on the first date. That is so embarrassing. So then when I get home,
Oh,
my
I didn't
dad
know
told
that.
me that Reese also
That
called
actually
the
might have been
house
pretty nice.
and
But for
he
the 3
asked
days,
where
I
I
was
was.
running
My
it
mom
on
told him that I was
12
out,
volts,
and then he
2
starts
amps.
screaming into the
Because
phone
the videos
saying,
I was watching
she's
about
on
like
the
how
phone,
electrolysis
she's
works and
probably
whatever,
effing her brains
some
out
people
right
said that
now.
you could just,
That's
if
literally
you
what
want
he said.
to do it
Literally
fast,
word
you
for
can
word
just crank it
what
up to
he
6
said.
amps.
And my dad responds
And
with,
then other
what the
people
hell
said
do you
that
want
if
me
you
to
do
do
it
about
kind
it?
of
She's 18, she
low
can
and
do whatever
slow
she wants.
at 2 amps, then
But
it'll take
period.
longer, but you'll
I
get
know
kind of
that's
a better
true.
result in the end,
Anyways,
which is,
y'all,
what I was going for. I
the
think
BS just keeps
after
coming.
this, I might
I
just
decided to
crank
go
it
out
up
with
to 6
Elizabeth for
amps
one night.
for
We're having a good old
a
time.
couple days,
I'm not
see
on
what
my
happens.
phone. I'm
Obviously,
dancing
it
on the
didn't take
dance
the rust
floor.
off,
By the way, the legal
but
drinking age
the
in Germany
mechanism
is
is
18,
still
so
like
I'm
rock
getting
solid.
drunk.
Like we,
Anyways,
it's
I
still
go up
not
to go to
working.
the bathroom. My phone finally gets serviced, and all of a sudden, I'm getting bombarded with screenshots. So many screenshots from Reese. And while
So I
those
did
are
want
coming
to
through,
take
because I
a
don't even
flyer.
really care,
See if we can break
I
this
go onto my
mechanism free.
Snapchat, I'm logged out. I go onto my Instagram, I'm logged
Hopefully it
out.
just breaks
Facebook,
free
logged
real
out, and I'm
easy.
like, what is going
No
on here? So I
problems.
click on these screenshots, and they're screenshots of me talking to other people. Dude, they're me living my single life.
I don't think that's going
And
to be
he's
as easy
like,
as I thought.
I can't believe that you already slept with somebody else.
That's pretty solid.
But my thing
That's
is,
really
I've
not
been
off the
single.
budge.
You
Back the
don't
fuck
own
up.
me.
It's not what I
Anyways, it
expected.
Yeah,
basically
just
ruined
back
my
up to the
night. I
table.
went home.
I don't get why you sit that fucking close.
Because I'm like, I
Hey,
need all
no,
my
no.
passwords back right now.
I don't know. We
He's
got it.
trying
And that shit
to
pisses
get
me
them
off,
back or
buddy.
whatever,
You
but
can
then
tell.
finally he ends up giving me
It's
my
definitely pretty,
passwords
isn't it?
back.
I'd like to at least get the
Because
jaws
I'm not
separated.
dealing with it
Let's not
anymore.
break it.
But yo,
I'm going to put it back in the
what makes
electrolysis.
the
Maybe.
situation even funnier
Sorry,
is
I do
that
3 days, 2
you
amps.
start
Let's do 3
sending
days
me
at
gifts
6 amps.
with my own money.
And then maybe 6
More
amps
than I
will
thought.
get in this
I
mechanism
knew
a
that
little
if I
bit
would have brought
better,
this up to
like
him,
clean it up better.
he would have been like,
And then we
I
might
just
just
tried
have
to show you how much I
a
love you.
perfectly
I'm
working
sending
wrench.
you gifts
But
and
we
giving
are,
you paragraphs for like my money.
it's not loosening up
What's
in
not
your hands.
clicking?
But it is broke free. Let's do that.
Clearly not.
See what happens.
Anyways, I know you guys thought that I would have made sure that he didn't have access to my bank account ever again after the whole situation.
All right.
But it wasn't
So,
just my bank
So me
account
and you
anymore. It
have
had
been
both
a
our
fan of
names
this
on it.
channel for
And how
a
psychotic
long
he
time.
had been,
Back
I
whenever
did
you
not
still
want to
keep
meet
things
up
in
with the
jars all
bank
the time.
and get his
You're
name
not
off
going
of
to be
it
surprised
and
by
whatever.
the
So I
information I'm
just
about to
ended
tell
up
you. I
closing
put the
that
wrenches in
account
the jars.
and making a new
I
one
think
because
I
there's
was
no way.
originally supposed
Fast
to
forward,
leave them in there for
Reese
30
gets a new
days. It
girlfriend,
has been
and Dan tells me
a
that 2
year and a
months
half.
into dating
And
her,
these
he got
methods that I
pregnant.
tried
And y'all,
are going to remove the rust
right
and
after
work.
we found out
They
that
should have
she was
really
pregnant,
worked
he
by
calls
now.
me and he's
I
like,
think the last thing that I
I
filmed
can't do this. I don't
was
know without
about
you.
the wrench
I
that
want
I
to be
tried the
with you. I love
electrolysis
you.
on.
And I'm
I
like,
think I
what
said
is
that I was
wrong
going to
with
leave
you?
it
You're literally
back in the
10 miles
water
away.
for like
You
another
found out
day
that you're
or
going to be a dad
two.
and you're calling your ex.
I don't have
I don't
any
know.
idea if I
Fast
actually
forward
did
5
that or
years
not.
later.
I can tell you that this wrench is still completely
And he's
locked
not
up.
friends with Dan
I'm not
anymore.
saying
Dan
electrolysis
is
doesn't
still my
work
best
because
friend
I've seen
Dan
videos.
is
I
a
know
really
it
good
does,
person,
but
and I don't even know how
this
he
one,
was
this
able to
particular
keep
one's
us in the
locked up.
first place.
I don't know
Also,
if
I have
maybe
a very
it needs to be in
loving
there
boyfriend
longer.
now. The
I don't know if
best
maybe
thing
the
that I
rust
could ever want.
just
And you know what?
was so
You
deep in
think
here
him
that
at
the
the time,
electrolysis couldn't get
I
to it.
thought that was the worst
And
thing that could
that's why it's
possibly
locked
ever
up.
happen to
I'm
me.
not
But
entirely
looking
sure.
back at it,
But
that
after a
was
year and a
a
half
lot of
of
work
it
harder
sitting,
because
that's
I
where that
thought
is.
that I was
So
never going to get out of that
we're just gonna kind of move past that one. I also had additional footage of the electrolysis process that I was looking for earlier. It's gone. I don't know where that footage is. Let's crack open these year-and-a-half-old jars. Let's rate this out and see how they're doing. Now I'm looking at some of these jars right here on the floor.
Really?
And I know some of these are going to be really
Triangle
sticky.
is Earth's strongest shape.
Particularly, I'm worried about the ketchup.
There's
It
a
looks
lot
really
of
rough.
money in Foster, so.
The pineapple juice, I think, is going to be pretty stinky. I think I'm going to start with some of the ones that probably shouldn't stink that bad. And we'll see how they're doing. You know what? Let's start with what should be the #1 contender, which was the Evapor Rust. This one should be completely clean. And also, because I've tested Evapor Rust before, and I think I remember doing a really good job.
Oh, wait, Chini's going that way.
Oh, you got it. We got it.
Oh,
Good
wow.
job.
Good job, guy.
Bit of pressure.
You had just died. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Wait, wait. Well, I can play electric. I can
I swear I just saw him.
Where the body at?
Did you?
That has a very
found this body.
smell to it. It's hard to tell what kind of chemical reaction is going on.
Definitely not be electric. He went to do a left reactor,
Okay.
came back and died.
I'm wondering what the bottom of
I
this
just
Rex
took
is
right
like
after
when I pour it out
reactor,
of
and then nobody was dead.
It's got some, that thing stinks like chemicals. Really bad. It's got some chunks on it.
Leslie was in there counting them, I believe, or somebody was.
Yeah, I was.
I'm not sure what that's
Remember, I
from.
said I was looking
The
at the
mechanism
bodies,
is
and I saw one
locked up tight.
specimen, so
Look at that wrench.
Alright, here we are again. One kill. I
Forget
report.
about the
And
mechanism.
my life
This
is
purple
on the
wrench
line.
that was in the Evapor Rust
Tell me who to vote for. I'll blindly.
looks almost brand new. And I bet that if it didn't sit in that jar for a year and a half,
I'm ready to go to water
Probably
toast. I've got my axe.
and you could probably get it.
You guys are riddle. The
It's
two
been again.
imposters
What's that?
share 0
That stuff is. You can see this.
Oh,
I think that's like,
I'm voting myself.
They
I
don't
don't want
share
to say
any letter.
calcified
They
or something like that, but it's like
any letter.
a bunch of gum and needles up and like solid.
Telling the truth.
I'm ready to go. I'm going to the lights. I'm doing the lights. How did you
I'm also going to the lights.
I'm going to go to weapons
You know
now.
what? I wonder if that, where it's been sitting there so long. I wonder if this is like the zinc. Are these like zinc plating maybe? That's like the coating
That means that it
coming
was
off.
one of the
It's
people I
been
was trailing.
just like tube. This test isn't really as scientific as I had originally
I
planned.
got into lights with Corson, Brooke, and then
I
Jack
wanted to see if
came,
these
so
things
there's
work.
no report. But when I came,
That's
and I
not
think
gonna
the
happen
reports came
whenever
together,
you
so
leave
unless
them
they're both
in
imposter,
jars
then I
for a
don't
year and a half.
Yeah, no. We were
So that's our
like,
Evapor Rust wrench.
Let's
take a look at
There's 2 people. They
Engine
don't share any letter.
That
They don't share
one.
any
And that
letters.
one, honestly,
That's
doesn't look that much different than they
I've solved the
What
riddle,
the hell?
guys.
this is a big mistake.
Let's not win.
This is a big dome.
Oh, we made it. I'm at 13 now. Okay, girl. This is a throw. I can't.
It's a river with some
I
lava
haven't
into
even
it.
changed this one. Still just as rusty as the day we put it in.
Oh, he's right.
Don't just halfway.
Mechanism still locked up completely. Oh, yeah.
If you guys want to do it, fuck it, but like,
Wait, technically, I don't share any letters with Tina either.
Really need the rust to come off on the very tip.
okay,
All right.
but you want 6 with
Good.
folks
Don't
saying
worry,
like,
I
Looks
look
like
at
the rust
every
has been
single
cleaned
combination.
off.
you want
Other than
6
that,
with
You're
folks.
so much smarter and sexier than I'll ever be.
But it does work. I've heard before that
This will be
if you
a
have
good
rusty
video for
tools,
Toast if he's
yeah, just
fried.
put them in a
You're
bucket
right.
of oil for a couple
I hope
days,
you
and
win.
then
I hope you
you
guys
do
are
it. For a year and a half, this thing is still locked up solid. Looks the same.
Yeah.
I don't think
There's
anything's
no
really
I
happened.
don't know as well.
Let's take a look at the transmission fluid. This is what I'm asking
Not only do I have to break out the imposters, I have to come up with the
or
riddle.
whatever.
Those
The
watching
bromate
with me.
transmission
Okay,
fluid,
we
and
say
that'll
speed
loosen them
run.
right up,
There's the
knock
Mercury
the
up.
rust off.
That is not true.
I know it's probably everybody's heard of that.
It's like, well, I got 2 things up here. I didn't do my keys earlier.
Wow.
I got to do them now.
Oh, right.
This is nice, like, we never just get to talk like you and me. You know?
Basically the
It's always
exact
everybody
same.
else being like,
That's the end of it all.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
That's
it's
okay,
not
bro.
I'm still marinating him. You can leave. You can leave. I'm still marinating.
I saw you guys on admin, so I got worried that you
Wait, yeah, what are you guys doing?
Don't kill him yet, Brooke. I'm still marinating.
Oh, okay, I'll leave it for a little bit longer. Alright, that's
Completely.
Anyway, so you know, I
Really
saw you got a haircut, and I think
On
it's
this
really
one.
nice on you.
Oh,
This one there,
You're
you think
conscious
that
That's nice of you.
leaving it in there for
Oh.
a long period of time would actually make it just work.
There's a lot of milk on myself.
Oh,
That oil
jeez.
would have a long
Jack,
time to
could
penetrate.
you go with me for a
This
second?
thing might have done
Yeah,
anything.
look, Jack, I
The
trust
Evapor
you,
Rust, I
right?
could see where that would
Gotta show you
maybe
something.
kind of mess something up. Cause I'm sure it's got some type of acid in
I
it
don't know
or
what to tell
whatever.
you, Jack.
Look, I can do it
It's just
too.
gonna sit there and eat at it forever. Kind of makes you wonder, like, is there an effective way to bring back a crusty wrench that's been rusted up? Now, these are just regular wrenches. I'm sure the Evapor Rust or even the oil, probably loosen up the rust and just get it with wire brush or something.
I
Fine.
think two
But
people.
the
Get a little bit,
The
MJ. That's it.
Definitely not
really
Jack,
seems to be a
That's all.
problem
not Jody.
for things to get in there and actually clean it.
Me and Psycho were together almost the entire time. Book saws.
That's pretty clear. I can see it. It looks like you knocked a bunch of the rust off.
The last little bit of the sticks for her.
I have this guy. I go to now.
Oh, you're actually scanning.
I'm actually scanning.
Interesting.
Actually, we're scanning.
Do you think I went into specimen, did 1 to 10,
on this
and then faked it?
You can see a clear line where it was sitting.
Not just
It looks
shocked
like the
or
rust
hurt.
was knocked
I'm hurt.
off.
If you're a crewmate
So on
and you
this
know I
side-
clap your hands.
It's still pretty rough.
Did you clap?
So I
Okay, I
wonder.
couldn't hear because of my own clapping. Okay.
Wonder
Okay.
why that is.
We clapped, right?
Yeah, I clapped. Did you
No.
clap?
I clapped.
This thing is still
Okay,
locked up
crewmate
solid.
recognizes
Not even
crewmate.
Wait,
Good.
wait,
the
come
jaw
over
and
here, come
go
Roll it out,
Okay.
MJ.
Yeah. No. It did do a happy job of cleaning the rust off, though.
Right? No one was
Although you think after a year and a half, they can clean it off, it would be,
Yeah,
but
but that's not going to happen
maybe
to
you take
you.
a rag, just kind of.
Yeah,
Think so?
I know for sure.
Oh, wait,
Do it.
no.
I mean, they
Roll it
ain't
out.
bad.
What would I do?
You see a clear line
No,
there.
they're arguing
Alright,
about
let's
lights.
do the
It's
gross
dark.
one.
No one knows we're in here.
That's true, but I feel like
Wait,
I missed my window
you
because
can
now
probably
they all know
tell.
who's there. And
Here's the
You
beginning of the
clapped your
video.
hands. I know it's
Now-
not you. Come on.
This ketchup has gotten
that was an
significantly
excellent
darker.
exercise.
Yeah, good trust
And I'm
fall.
pretty sure there's some mold in it.
Jesus.
Oh my God, folks, it's dead.
Scotty's
Oh,
in
God.
communications.
That's not
Ooh.
So, who was on the lights with
Perfect slide.
Oh my god,
I want to get a trait. Everyone knows.
John was messing with the lights like a villain.
You know? It also it doesn't smell bad. It smells like ketchup. I thought it just stink real bad.
I'm not talking anymore until my lawyer comes.
I think it's John.
Okay. It's me. John's a lawyer coming up to the stand.
Okay.
Hello, lawyer. Usually when John is
Interesting.
an imposter, he's very quiet, very like true gamer
Man,
mode.
that
This
cleans
could
the
not
rust
have
off.
been him.
Wait,
That
what did he
happened
do?
this way.
He's not going to
See a
stop
clear
until someone
line.
comes. And
Yeah.
I'm
The
the
ketchup
lawyer,
was-
me. I'm the
was
lawyer
all the rust
representing.
gone.
And listen, I was with him for a large
Of course, it's locked
majority
up. I
of
think
the
they're all
Grizzly
locked
kill.
up. I
It
don't
also
think any of them
could
are
have
gonna
been
ever
there.
function
There were
again.
many
I don't know what all
instances
this
where he
is.
could have killed
Seems
me
like-
and were completely alone.
I don't think ketchup.
right there on it.
I was in communications
So, like,
with
there's a
Tina. She
jar
did say, wouldn't it be
all
unfortunate
delivered
if I
from
killed you
world
right
business?
here and not
Oh,
let
yeah.
you find your body?
The coating
Never
on the
say
wrench is peeling off.
Battering the lawyer, Your Honor.
You
So,
know,
this is black.
About 25.
So yeah, that's all this right here. The coating is gone. Yes, all these are gonna be
your
locked
lawyer
up.
doesn't even give you 100% validity, Johnny.
But the acidity of the ketchup really
I gotta
adds
go
to
do some
this.
stuff in specimen. You guys
We
want
need
to
to
come?
go find
Keeping
your
that coating
client.
off.
I lost
I mean, it removed the rust.
I think
I
we're
bet
gonna
it's
do
less than
specimen.
30
I need
days,
more
like
tangible
I was
evidence
supposed to.
in the case.
Me
Most of the rust
too.
would probably be
Oh,
gone.
like what?
But
You remember
after a year and a
earlier,
half, it's really done a number on it. Alright, just because I'm scared, let's go ahead and get this over with.
I can't get out of this easily, dude.
This is the pineapple.
I
I don't know how well you can see it. There's a lot of stuff.
Run!
I don't know what it is. Floating in the
Where are we
bottom.
running
So,
to?
Oh,
it's
jeez.
sitting in there. Is it gonna stink?
Rook, if you're an imposter, close this door right now.
You were just with Sakura. Where is he?
I was at Saikuno for a tournament. It's in Saikuno, don't worry.
Oh, okay. I thought you killed him. I thought you killed him.
No, me and Saikuno
It
are
kind of smells like a
solid.
very,
We would never
very
do that.
metallic
No, we would
pineapple.
never. But Jody, you would, right?
What in the world is that? There's like crustaceans on there or something.
Shocking Saikuno!
What
I
is
felt
that?
like I was imposter that round. I got so nervous.
I thought it was
Right.
you because he killed
What
me.
in
He
the
just walked
world?
away.
What in the world is that?
Green, red,
This, I think,
green,
is
red
the-
sign.
yeah, this is
Green,
the
red
coating.
sign. They are up, down, left.
Coming off.
Yeah.
So you see it clearly took the rust off, but also like edged into the coating.
You're dead.
And it's taking a lot of that off
I'm
too.
dead.
Wow, that's
Very
all
alive on my screen.
missing coating.
There's
And so his wheel is like moving away too. This is another one. I think this probably could have done a pretty good job. I haven't checked on it in 30 days. I'm not going to bet it. That just solidified pineapple juice. Does this have? Is this something caused by the metal thing in the pineapple juice, and now it's just like solidified?
Saikuno,
Is this mold?
Tina, and Leslie.
It's like pork.
So you guys need to cough up some info.
No, I have
Like,
shared
what?
information.
Yeah, it can't be Sikuno.
Leslie and I
That's
were doing the
crazy.
cha-cha slide, and then
Alright,
Julie
now let's
and
move on.
Spadice wait, no.
Now, I'm
Ray
sure we've
and
all
Spadice are in the medical
heard stories
center
about,
scan, and then
you know,
Jar is
COVID
like
can
right
remove
behind
rust.
Lights went off, the vent opened, Tina and
so
Ray were
acidic
there,
it
that's
can
all
do
I know.
this,
Okay,
that,
so
you know,
Jim, vent open.
million
The
different
fact that
things.
the vent open, it can't be me or Tina.
Can it remove rust?
That also means it's not Jack, right?
It's not Jack.
No, it's not me.
Okay. It's someone that wasn't there with us that came in through the vent. Okay.
Oh, he's looking worse for me.
I
That does play out as well,
I think
yeah.
this is more rusty
It's John.
than what I would have put it in.
I
Right.
left
Oh, sorry,
Well,
sorry,
it's
sorry,
Jody
sorry,
said
sorry,
it's John. Look, sorry, John. That's what Jody said.
You can see a clear line in what the code was. I'm sure it's locked up.
He was the outback you just
Yeah,
me.
it just made it more rusty.
So I thought it was Tina or
I'm sure,
Ray.
you know,
Ray was on
it's
med
more
scan. They just vented in,
That does
killed
make
him,
sense
out.
now
So
about
that's
it.
and then
I
made it
think
seem
it
like it's
would
one
do
of
some,
them, which would be a
but I
great
didn't-
play. But if it is one of them, then
I didn't think that through all the way. I didn't think it was going to make it more rusty
Okay.
than it was to begin with.
Fine.
Next, let's take a look at vinegar.
But you know what I will do?
Interesting.
Oh, what? What?
Obviously, vinegar was clear when we started. Now it's like a bluish color,
Okay.
and there's a lot of chunks where it's red. So, is it knocked off pieces of the red?
No. Don't listen to that piece of cooked brain.
Oh, look at that. Oh, let me not look at that side. Look at this side. It's weird how several of these, one side was different than the other. But the whole thing, if you do that, was submerged in the liquid. The pineapple juice was different with that.
Being sneaky. I was
And
listening by
whatever this one was,
I heard Toast and Ray.
I don't even remember now.
Is this
But
the
this kind of,
okay, kill me? Then
like,
while I
why
was
one side
screaming,
to
she was in the green
because this actually looks pretty good.
Oh, again, you can see the
plating is coming off. Oh, no. I thought it was destroying. Oh, we're not. It did. Look at that.
And people use that. Ray vented and said no one will believe. We gotta believe Toaster. Everyone always doubts him.
It ate through the wheel. It completely ate through it. It's gone.
I know.
You can take the whole thing apart. That's crazy. None of the other ones were even close to that. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. This almost makes me want to rerun this experiment because if it's able to eat clean through everything, to where you can disassemble the wrench, had I actually done it just for 30 days, would it have just eaten enough for me to free it up for this wrench to work again like normal? And if it did, it would have outperformed everything because nothing else was even close to it. This ate straight through that. I mean, you can see that there's almost nothing left there. I might have to rerun this experiment. This is. I didn't think any of these were really going to work all that well, and then now that I've seen this could actually revive a crescent wrench, potentially, or maybe just eat straight through it. But that's nuts. I did not expect that whenever I pulled that out of that jar. That is blowing my mind. And then last but not least, we have
What, do you want me to try sleeping on the
which
bed?
also, I don't know how well you can
On the
tell.
other side?
It's very cloudy, and it has some type of, I don't even know what it's called, slime floating around the bottom. Watch me pull this thing out of here. And it just works. Watch WD boy to be like a miracle magic.
Yeah, I don't want to be guilty.
Yeah, he's actually not in the.
No.
Shut up my bed. Just leave alone, man.
Again, it's different.
Right, I mean, if you want to, I can sleep down here.
Somebody in the comments has got to tell me what is up with that. Why are there so many?
Okay, it's just fun and like
Where did Coach come from? When we were He's with us. What's happening?
Nothing much, Mints.
Of course. With us. Okay, wait.
How you doing?
I was kidding on the vent. I was kidding on the vent.
No way. Wait, no.
Damn, that's a good lawyer.
Okay.
No, don't. Jack and I got told that no, I'm innocent.
I could be wrong, guys.
I could be wrong.
Just chilling, just chilling.
It was like, oh, it was in the room. He's literally with us. Well, it's someone else. It's someone else.
I voted for Ray. I did because I voted for Ray.
You know, I'm innocent. So if it's not Toast, then it is Ray. And then, no, I have a witness.
It's not them, it's impossible. I know it's not their
What you up to, brother?
I'm so confused. So let's try my neck off. That just happened.
This was a
Hey, Corpse, come this way. I want to tell you something.
to me. I'm just vibing, chilling, getting ready for bed soon.
Wait, is it not you?
I'm fucking killing. My pills are kicking me in the face right now.
No, is it you?
I went up towards the top and came back down, and he killed Corpse because he didn't know I was right there.
Oh my god. It's the dumbest round of all time. Hey, guys, just vote however you want. Just remember the information that was said in this round so far. Just vote however you want. Gina, vote however you want. I just watched him do it. I literally just watched him do it. Gina, remember what I said earlier in the game.
Yes, Mason, I have on you. And come on, Corpse, let's go down this way. I think that.
Hey, I got her good. She is so soft.
Let's just tag.
Yeah, good baby.
Guys, I literally got Toast voted out.
But wasn't it Ray?
I protected Ray
Yeah.
by voting Toast out.
Yeah, so it's you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. Stop talking out of my back. Stop talking out of my back.
Okay, guys, I'm withholding a very vital piece of information from you because I just want you to like play it out, okay? Toast Vintage called the button. Ray and I voted him out. Ray's dead. Why would I push for Toast?
That's true. Why would you? Ray literally
I thought it was Toast. I went down with Toast.
it wasn't Cox and had
Okay, guys, it's Brooke. She literally did it right in front of me and then horribly blamed me.
She did it right in front of you? See, that's me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I wanted you to remember what I said before.
Oh, okay. You want a style point? Is that it? Is that it? For Dicey?
Yeah, it's too boring.
You good, girl?
Time to don't sleep with the bitches. Look at those bitch. Well, contrary to what you might think, neither. But we might be in that situation together today, me and you. Because in this game, we have a limited amount of time to grab as many things as we can before we get on a boat, and then we have to use those things to survive. And if that sounds exactly like the game 60 Seconds, then you're right, because it's kind of the same thing. So let's just start a new game and see what kind of adventure we get into. What a premise. We're on a boat, and we have to grab as many things as possible. Whatever we can fit. I love these kinds of games. I've been wanting to play 60 Seconds again, but this would do. So, are you my wife? Por el cabrón, espérate, güey. Okay, so the boat's gonna sink. Then. Okay, the boat's sinking. Can I grab stuff now? Abandon ship. Abandon ship. We have 45 seconds. Here we go. Grab food. What did I grab? I grabbed the paper. And that's it. Just 3 things. Just food, paper, a swimming ring. Too heavy. What? What's over here? A bait. Yeah, definitely. And now, what about can I grab my wife? Should I grab Laurel? Can I drop some things? Throw items. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, can we grab more things now? Wait, we do grab more things. Wait, Laurelia! Laurelia!
Like 2 more videos.
Can I grab a person? Oh, should I grab more things? 2, 1, I didn't. Okay, I messed up. Are we good? I'm alone. I messed up. What about my people? What about my people? Abandoned ship without a person. Man, all these items are useless. But you know what would come in handy? Today's sponsor, Revolut. Like, I've been using Revolut a lot more lately, especially for things like online purchases, splitting payments with the boys, and whenever I'm traveling. Revolut makes it so much easy to stay on top of my finances, because everything's just kind of centralized in one place. I don't have to bounce between 5 different apps just to manage my money. I can check spending, send money to friends, split bills, transfer funds, and keep track of everything all in one account. And with all the shopping I do from shady websites, especially for things that we buy for the boys channel, I don't have to worry about scammers getting any of my card details online. Because I always pay with Revolut's single-use virtual card. Check this out. Basically, just add new single-use card, and boom, it generates a disposable card number, so your real card details stay protected, which is probably a good thing for
This is my living room. I spend probably too much time here, so it's really important I make it perfect. But I have so much furniture that I need to build and put together that I bought from Amazon and IKEA. I'm thinking the hardest part out today, which is probably the TV stand, and it's literally both of these boxes from IKEA.
And even better, you can just link it to your phone. And you have 20% customers.
It's currently almost 3 p.m., so let's see how long this takes to put together. Disclaimer, I am not the best with building.
Now, let's get back into it. Well, there's those doors. The only one left from this old junk of a light. I have no idea what struck our ship, and judging by the sound.
So finally, after a little over 2 hours of building it as quick as I could, the TV stand is completely done. I really love how modern it looks, and there is a lot of storage space. I definitely plan on having the consoles over there in the middle, and then if I open this, I have some drawer space as well for controllers or anything else that I actually want. So I'm actually very, very happy with it, and it looks super modern.
Alright.
Now what I actually have to do is move this TV
Oh no, I'm about to
stand
pass out
where
any
the TV
fucking
is. Well,
second.
obviously, it's like in the way, and this TV is extremely heavy. So let's try and attempt to move the TV stand here without breaking it. I'm just gonna low-key try sliding the TV. Yo, it's actually so heavy. I think this is 65 or 75 inches. I'm not 100% sure. So now I'm low-key just going to put this here as a safety precaution. And now we finally have access to this wall. I actually used to live in this house.
Move your
so
shit
I have
over.
a TV out here, and I have my old raceway because I'm definitely going to do cable management. But now we can easily move this. Yeah, just like that, bro. This thing actually looks so good. This might actually be the best budget wireless microphone for
3
your
tubs,
phone.
I'm going to
It's
bed.
called the Lark A1 from Hollyland, and it's ultralight magnetic, and you can barely see it on camera. Most cheap microphones sound horrible, but since this has a 24-bit over 48 Hz Pro audio, it sounds super clear, and I've been using it this entire time. Even if you're up to 200 meters away and outside, because it has a 3-level intelligent noise cancellation. But my favorite part is the 54-hour battery life, so I barely find myself charging it, and you can take full control of the EQ and reverb all inside of the smart app. 20 million people already use Hollywood Holyland for a reason. So Holyland for someone to like literally do that. There's no way I can do that myself. But he also is going to be putting up wood slabs right over here in the corner of the walls. But the thing is, the actual wood slabs arrive in a week, so that's literally going to take so long. And I don't really want to have my TV on the floor. I actually want to use it because it's currently May 16th as I'm filming this right now. So this is going to take a long time to build. But Forza Horizon 6 came out, and I actually want to play it and like try it out on my Xbox. So I really want to at least have the TV somewhat set up. Dude, this TV has to actually weigh like 60 pounds, bro. It's actually so heavy. I'm not even joking. All right, if I put this here just for now, all right, let's cut off all the bubble wrap and make sure it's all actually not broken. I'm actually praying it does not fall, but like I mentioned, the TV mounter and all the wood slats and everything, that's going to be set up in a week. However, we still have the whole rest of the living room to finish. And to be honest, I am going for an all-white theme, but these tiles just don't look that roomy or cozy at all. So that's why I got this. It basically is a very fuzzy white rug or carpet. It should kind of go all the way around here, and it should fill it out really, really nicely. I just bought this on Amazon. It's more of like a temporary thing. I don't think these like fuzzy rugs honestly last more than like 6 to 12 months. They usually kind of get worn down. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Good thing I don't have any pets, because if I had literally any animal, they would make this so dirty. It actually is extremely white. It's gonna be probably hard to keep clean. Dude, I actually really like this. This is actually sick. Like on the bottom here, they have like a little bit of rubber, but I can tell it's not like that drippy. As long as it's not sliding around a bunch, it should be good, especially once I start having like furniture on top of it and stuff. But see how big it actually looks when I have it in a living room. Yo, my back is actually cooked. Dude, I literally like moved and did everything like within the last week. My lower back is skinned. Alright, let's clean this thing, bro. It's way too dirty. This is my living room. I spent probably too much time here, so it's really important I make it perfect. But I have so much furniture that I need to build and put together that I bought from Amazon and IKEA. I'm gonna get the hardest part out of the way, which is probably the TV stand, and it's literally both of these boxes from IKEA. It's currently almost 3 p.m., so let's see how long this takes to put together. Disclaimer, I am not the best with building. Here you go, boo-boo. Here you go, boo-boo. So finally, after a little over 2 hours of building it as quick as I could, the TV stand is completely done. I really love how modern it looks, and there is a lot of storage space. I definitely plan on having the consoles over there in the middle, and then if I open this, I have some drawer space as well for controllers or anything else that I actually want. So I actually am very, very happy with it, and it looks super modern. But now what I actually have to do is move this TV stand where this TV is, but obviously it's like in the way, and this TV is extremely, extremely heavy. So let's try and attempt to move the TV stand here without breaking it. I'm just gonna low-key try sliding the TV. Yo, it's actually so heavy. I think this is 65 or 75 inches. I'm not 100% sure. So now I'm low-key just gonna put this here as a safety precaution. And now we finally have access to this wall. I actually used to live in this house, so I have the TV mount here, and I have my old raceway because I'm definitely gonna use cable management. But now we can easily move this. Yeah, just like that, bro. This thing actually looks so good. This might actually be the best budget wireless microphone for your phone. It's called the Lark A1 from Holyland, and it's ultralight magnetic, and you can barely see it on camera. Most cheap microphones sound horrible, but since this has a 24-bit over 48 Hz Pro audio, it sounds super clear, and I've been using it this entire time. Even if you are up to 200 meters away and outside, because it has a 3-level intelligent noise cancellation. But my favorite part is the 54-hour battery life, so I barely find myself charging it, and you can take full control of the EQ and reverb all inside of the Smart app. 20 million people already use HoloLens for a reason, so make sure you check it out with the first link in the description or pinned comment. And thank you so much to HoloLens for sponsoring this video.
So the issue is, right now, I can't mount the TV because I hired someone to like literally do that. There's no way I can do that myself. But he also is going to be putting up wood slats right over here on this corner of the walls. But the thing is, the actual wood slats arrive in a week, so that's literally going to take so long, and I don't really want to have my TV on the floor. I actually want to use it because it's currently May 16th as I'm filming this right now, so this is going to take a long time to build, but Forza Horizon 6 came out, and I actually want to play it and like try it out on my Xbox. So I really want to at least have the TV somewhat set up.
Dude, this TV has to actually weigh like 60 pounds, bro.
It's actually so heavy. I'm not even joking.
All right, if I put this here just for now, all right, let's cut off all the bubble wrap and make sure it's all actually not broken.
I'm actually praying it does not fall, but like I mentioned, the TV mounter and all the wood slats and everything, that's going to be set up in a week. However, we still have the whole rest of the living room to finish. And to be honest, I am going for an all-white theme, but these tiles just don't look that roomy or cozy at all. So that's why I got this. It basically is a very fuzzy white rug or carpet. It should kind of go all the way around here, and it should fill it out really, really nicely. I just bought this on Amazon. It's more of like a temporary thing. I don't think these like
I accidentally pressed
it's always a little bit of a risk buying things from Amazon. I'm not gonna throw them away, but let's end of the world, you could get like crazy surround systems and all that stuff, but honestly, whenever me and my friends are gaming, this does the job, and it's way better than the TV speakers. So yeah, I mean, for me, this is good enough. Okay, seriously though, I kind of did decide on just keeping the Xbox Series X right over there. I could shift it over to that side, but it doesn't really matter. I think this just kind of seems good. Obviously, all the cables and everything I will organize, and the thing is, I am still missing like a lot of stuff for like decoration wise, and that's where these come in. So I have a ton of consoles. I actually have every PlayStation. The PS4 is upstairs, but this is the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PS4 is upstairs, and then of course this is the PS5. I also have the PS5 Pro, like Xbox Series S. Basically what I'm saying is I have every single console from like making videos over the last 6 years. I actually didn't even realize, and I have like the Nintendo Switches and all that type of stuff. But honestly, I think I am going to add a few consoles over on this TV stand, and definitely more on this shelf later, but I'm just going to kind of experiment with the consoles and like decorations on this TV stand.
And of course, inside of these drawers, I'm probably just going to store a bunch of things like controllers and chargers and all that type of stuff. So for now, I'm just going to kind of work on that, and then also these little shelves. So after messing with a lot of things, this is the final design I'm going to go with. I definitely can change this in the future. So already it added a lot of color. There isn't any RGB or anything on at all, but I want to get started on this shelf. So now that the decorating is done on the actual TV stand, it's time to get started on this shelf. Adding a lot of actually something I really like first. So if you've seen these like modern kind of mushroom lamps, and I just knew I had to get one for myself. I actually think I'm going to put it right up here in center. It's going to look really, really good. To be honest, I probably am going to move it into just like one of these simple shelf things, but I don't know why I was so excited for this mushroom lamp. I've always just wanted one, and I'm definitely going to be getting like more things if I like this. So I actually ended up going with the one that had the black like plate, and of course the white like the actual like mushroom thing. I think this is perfect because the black does. Oh wow, I had no idea it was wireless. Okay, wait, that is actually so sick. I actually had no idea. I did not know you can just use it like that. I mean,
mean, honestly, I might just not even. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna have it here. It's a little bit too small. I'm just gonna put it inside of here with another decoration. And I thought I had to use a cable, but I'm just gonna use it wirelessly and just like turn it on, like whenever I want to use it. Oh yeah, there we go. So you just have to press that. Okay, dude, that's actually perfect. I don't know why I was so overhyped for a single mushroom, but seriously, let's get to decorating this shelf, and I seriously want to add a bunch of like consoles on this shelf to kind of make it like the ultimate gaming living room with some of my favorite accessories too.
I'm prepping myself mentally for whatever situation. So let's just try fishing. Give me something good.
That honestly took so much longer than I expected, but this is what I kind of have going on right now. Decorating took a little bit longer than I expected, and if I check the time right now, it is currently 10 p.m., so it is pretty late. I did want to start a lot of the RGB today because I actually just got something really, really cool that I want to show you guys. So these are the Nanoleaf lines, and I took forever to actually pull the trigger on these because they're like almost $300. The same price as the Xbox Series X, which honestly is just insane to think about, but this is like 15 panels. It's gonna look absolutely insane. I think having it right over here as like an L shape would be so sick and literally completely transform the living room. But that's definitely gonna be a whole project in itself, so I'm gonna save that till tomorrow. However, there is one more thing I want to do real quick. This corner being so empty is really bothering me, so I'm just gonna place the plant right over here. Obviously, there will be wood slats going from the ceiling all the way down to the floor, so I will have to do that when they arrive, but for now, here is how the living room is looking without any RGB lights at all. Believe it or not, but I started this video like 10 days ago, and this is officially day 4 now that I've been building this, so let's just get the day up. 2 days later, I finally have wood slats. I only ordered these like 3 weeks ago. I bought a total of 6 different panels, so I just want to check all of them and make sure they didn't get damaged during shipping, but they look to be good.
I'm taking one more token. I'm laying down, everybody. And Tank, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll probably play tomorrow.
These wood sticks actually look so much better than I expected. They're almost the perfect height. Once I have them mounted, there's going to be like barely any space on the top. But these are not only really, really nice for aesthetics. By the way, they all were in perfect condition, so that's amazing. But just kind of set these up to try and get a vision. There is only one thing that is an issue, is the actual wall plug here does get in the way. And if I actually wanted to line them all up, and then it would just be like, I think I would have to make like a cut or something on that, and I don't know if I really want to do that, but let me just like somewhat set these up as like a 3x3 just to kind of see how it looks. Dude, this is hard to decide, dude. It's like getting mounted, so like it's not like I can easily change it. Honestly, I think I like this design more, even though it's not as symmetrical. I think I like this one more. We got the plant. I'm really trying to envision this here. I keep backing up to try and like envision it and see if I really like it. Alright, honestly, I can't really decide. I'm gonna take a few pictures and then I'll just show you guys the final design I choose. This is the final design I'm going to be going, which is 2 panels over on the left wall and then 4 of them over here on the right. I really like how it goes over the TV. I think that looks really, really good, and it's going to look way better once everything is mounted. The guy that's mounting these is literally like 5 minutes away, so I'm just waiting for him to come so he can actually mount all of these. However, I do have a slight idea of how I can make this area a little bit better instead of just having the speaker on the ground. If you guys remember, this was the original coffee table I was using, but I actually think it would be better if I just moved it right over here. Like that, I put this plant over here, and then I just want to see how that looks. I don't think it looks that plant that's way taller. That's mounting just around. While he's doing that, I'm doing some posters and maybe a few RGB strips kind of around, but just gonna kind of focus on just some small things while focusing on all the wood panels.
Yeah.
These honestly look so good. I'm shocked at how much it just like elevated the entire like
Good night,
feel
Tank.
of the living room. Before I add the paint, you guys can see this one black gap right over here, which is literally gonna fit perfectly with the Gobi neon rope light. So all I'm gonna do is just literally run it right down that panel.
Echo. All lights off.
Okay.
But you're still on. I don't know if we just see.
I'm honestly speechless. It looks so good. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't even know what to say. It just turned out like a billion times better than I expected. It literally is the perfect length to go all the way from the top, and it goes all the way to the bottom and just ends perfectly there. I didn't even plan for it to do that. It just works out 10 out of 10, literally like perfectly. Like honestly, a little bit too perfect. It just looks so good. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy with how this room is looking, and this entire section is probably my favorite part of the living room. And just look at how much more cozy it made the entire living room. It just looks so much better. And now, as good as that looks, I now want to kind of spice up this part of the wall. So while the guy was actually mounting these wood slabs, I was trying to put a nano leaf kind of line design together over on this wall. I definitely do want it to kind of cover up most of the top here and maybe a little bit down over here. I'm going to spend probably like 20-30 minutes trying to find the perfect designs, and then I'll mount it, and I'll also turn that on, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not even joking. I guarantee you it's going to end up looking like so good. Like I literally can't wait. Let me just work on this design. I'll try and find the perfect one. I did also get the biggest kit that they sell, which is like the 15 line pack. So I should be able to get a design that basically covers most of the area. So let's just try and put an insane design on. I probably spent almost an hour, but this is the design I went with. It's really perfect. It basically is like a continuation where they both have like this end, and I try to have like a pretty unique pattern. I've never seen a design like this, but dude, look at this. This is actually insane. Like honestly, lighting is probably the best addition you can do to your room or like living room or any space. Like look at how good it's looking, and like it's not even done at all. I also did add this plant. I actually think it looks really, really good. In the future, I could add a shelf, but yeah, ignore the cables. I will do all the cable management, but just those two lighting pieces completely change the vibe. But I'm also going to be adding some RGB strips, one over on that shelf, and then one 100% like around the kind of TV stand. It'll look so good, but dude, I can't get over how good it already looks. And then of course, for this little lamp over here, I do also have a Gobi RGB. Of course, for that, I will be also adding an RGB bulb into it. I know a lot of these are Gobi. It's not sponsored by Gobi. I just really like Gobi's products. And then this over here is like from Nano. I think there already is a lot of RGB all around here, but I also will probably add one of these. This video is not sponsored by Gobi, but everything I use in the entire room, from the RGB to the decorations, the things from IKEA, the furniture, everything I'll link down below in the description, because I know a lot of you guys are very, very interested, and this is probably my craziest living room build ever. But yeah, let's just get started adding all the RGB, not only around the TV stand area, but around the entire living room. I actually can't get over how good this already looks. All the lights are completely installed, even the TV ones. I just don't have them actually turned on because I'm saving that for the final setup cinematic. And looking at the overall room, imagine it with like all the lights. It's pretty much complete, except this kind of wall over here is a little bit too plain. I did add posters right over here, but honestly, I think I definitely could add some right over there, and there really isn't any other space around the living room. But I really want to add some color onto that wall, and these posters will definitely add a lot of color. I'm just gonna mount them kind of like this on top of each other, but these have a lot of color and are definitely gonna make this entire blank wall like pop way more. I did just buy these from TikTok actually. Again, everything I bought I'll have linked down below, but I think this is really gonna spice up the living room because between lights and posters, that's where you really transform your room. Those posters honestly made such a huge difference to filling out that space, and it just looks so much more complete now. The entire living room is looking so good, but the last thing I need to do is some of the cable management and finish plugging in like a bunch of kind of smaller stuff around the living room. But let's be honest, I know what you guys just want to see, so let's just cut to the final cinematic. I'll leave everything in the living room down below in the description, and make sure you subscribe to see more insane room transformations since I just moved into this house and am totally redoing. Plus, only 20% of you guys that watch my videos are subbed, and that's insane. More importantly, remember Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.
Alright, we're checking out the only game that literally has you as a snake that gets bigger and kills you. It's Snake Runs Race. I don't even know what to say. This is, I mean, obviously the developers knew what they were doing when they made this game. Also, I find it interesting that not only do you eat the blue pills, but you also eat everyone else who gets in your way. You're supposed to do. Oh, you just choke out the different times for more loot. I literally just tried to buy the ads off of this game and it wouldn't let me do it. 10 out of 10. Do I want to be longer or do I want to make more money? Now, in general, you always pick cowards, but when they give you the opportunity to make more money, you take the more money. Okay, the money is what matters. Okay, so I'm level 5. Oh, okay, I got it. All right, now I can eat the slightly larger, kind of more rotund steaks. There's like a level 35 steak next to me. I got the ×2. My length wasn't long enough to get the ×3 effect. I don't know, just keep the money rolling, I guess. What's in the store? A snake, okay? Oh, I need like 500 liar dollars. Oh, if I watch an ad, I get whatever this black hole is in 5. Will it let me watch an ad? It will not. Way to go, game. Okay, so they're using all of the stuff in this game. They got division, multiplication, subtraction, the other snakes. I'm level 32. If I try and like yeet myself off the side of the board, you literally can't. You have no choice. You must exist on the board. What is inside of the chest? Can I download the toy game that's in the background? Okay, no, I guess I have to spend a black hole in order to get this crown, which I don't have because I can't get them because it won't let me watch the ads. More money. I'm gonna do the money thing until I literally can't afford to do the money thing anymore. Hold on here. What's it say? Fidget toys trading. You can't click on this either. None of the ads work. It's all a bunch of lies. It's kind of weird because normally the games lie to you by saying that there's no ads and then there's a ton of ads. This is completely the opposite. This game's like, here's all these ads, but no, there isn't. Like, I can't even give the game money. What is this? Hunt. Okay. Oh, upgrade. Up capacity. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, give me, I don't know, give me one of these and one of these. Oh, I have like a little snakelet. That's it. Oh, this is absolutely horrifying. You literally just roll on through and rip the bones out of the people. I assume the bones are what makes my village, like what I use as a form of currency. I love how they run screaming until I'm just slightly out of the distance and then they're done screaming. Oh, you can get bones to get crystals. Hold on real quick. Dude, I have a ton of 5,000 crystals. Oh my god. Do this and this and this and this. Yeah, just give me all of these. Just give me all of these. I have an entire snake family. I just destroyed the house that everyone was living in. Give me your treasure chests. I got another 2.6 thousand gems. There's just more people now. I'm very torn because obviously I know I should be eating the blue pills, but also I want to eat the people and destroy their houses. Hold on, I've eaten as many people as I'm allowed to eat. I need to vomit all their bones into the bone machine and get a bunch of gems so that I can go over here and increase my family. Okay. What the? Did I get all that money from that round? All right. Wow. Okay, I'm starting at level 3, I guess. Got like a random buzzsaw over there, just in the middle of nowhere, just chilling out. I'm gonna be able to eat a level 11 snake. 18. I just realized that part of that snake's body was left behind. Like I only ate part of the snake. That's very concerning. I just realized something in this mode. When the treasure chest pops up, you don't even need to click on it. It releases itself. But there's one thing I'll say, and that's that eating people is so much more profitable than playing the normal game. Oh my god. I need to check something. So we're at 494. So I'll eat all of the people. My stomach size is slowly going up. Actually, I don't know if my stomach size or if it's just like the combined stomach of me and all of my children. Yeah, keep that going. I love that they're called enemies. I don't really know what they're doing wrong besides living. They don't attack me. Okay, they're not harming the environment, I don't think. They really don't do anything. All right, so 494. Now what happens if I go back in? Nothing. Huh. Hold on, I'm gonna keep pumping this up. Oh yeah, hold on. This could be big. I just need to make sure that my snake doesn't get sawed off. Oh yeah, level 55. We're going for the treasure chest, baby. Come on. 1, 2, yeah, wrap around. Go and constrict everything in your path and then get the treasure chest. Oh, I think it's good. What's inside? It's money or gems. But I can't take this. So I guess it's money. Okay, maybe the way it works is if I beat the levels, I get a ton of money. It's just weird because like it showed up after I went. Okay, so when you beat the level, you get a ton of money. All right, 3.99. Read this. I'm wearing a bow on my head. There's nothing to attach it to. I'm a snake. Oh my god, the saw blades. Trying to get a different snake. I got a golden snake. There's a level 53 snake just looming around, and I can't eat it because I'm not big enough. Oh, but you can wait. So if there's ever a way for me to get big enough, I can wait until it goes past me and then eat it. What is this? What am I? Oh, I thought I was evolved. I thought I was going to get a pair of hands. Now that would be a problem. Nothing quite like a snake with opposable thumbs. I guess all that is like a D&D lizard man. It suits you. It doesn't. And I can't have it anyway. Oh, this purple guy. Eat now. Nice. 49,000 gems. I want the big money. So unfortunately that means every one of you has to die. I don't make the rules. Treasure chest that eats itself. Very good. All right, I guess give me, I was going to get one of each. Okay, level 20, level 31, that's pretty big. I like that. Where's the multiplication? I want to eventually get multiplication. Level 84, can you ever get to the point where you're like larger than the bottom half of the screen? We're getting to the treasure chest. I mean, you only need like 50 snake souls to get to the treasure chest. Got there easy. Ah, yes. Right over here, we can see the classic unimpressed star. The star looks plastic or just disinterested. Okay. Well, there wasn't much here. There wasn't enough for me to eat. I'm only going to end up as like level 47. I've almost maxed out my eating habits. Is there a limit to how high these upgrades go? I've got such a large snake family. We're having a tough time getting over the bridge into the eating area. My massive cluster of snakes looks more like the head of Medusa coming after you. I'm getting like $6,000 for completing these levels. This is worth so much more than the regular base game. Blank, money. I can wear a basket of eggs on my head. Great. Oh, what a way. Okay, this is... Oh, okay. I thought the snake was gonna, like, tiptoe to the end of the game somehow. Don't ask me how. That's the only thing that made sense. I didn't know it was gonna curl its way across the bar. Make it like $200 per game. That means that just beating the level gives you, like, 20 times more money. The eat people level. So basically what this game is teaching you to do is eat people. $280. Garbage. Oh, I've literally maxed out my food levels. Yeah, I just made $4,500. Am I actually like running out of upgrades? Hold on. Yeah, I can't buy anything else. Oh God. Why wouldn't you just let the upgrades go to infinity? Well, hold on now. Maybe after I beat this level, there will be more upgrades. I need to check. And by check, I mean I need to murder the last, like, 12 people that are hanging out. Sorry, 13 people. Found them. They're in the corner. All right. All the bones to the machine. Go to the upgrade area. Oh, nope. Can't upgrade anything. I literally maxed out the snake. Okay, 20. We're going to get to 37, 38. Hold on. 58? Yeah! 106. I like how the snake doesn't even fully get engulfed by you. It just kind of vacuums into your snake's mouth. Okay, so now they have just walls. You gotta know which wall you can go through. Do you get shocked by the blade? Oh no, you get stopped by the blade. Well, that's a problem. Oh, hold on. The snake's gonna jump. I gotta eat you first. Thank you. Well, yeah, the problem is, like, I'd like to wait for the other snake so I can eat it. But I think that the other snake doesn't know how to, like, go to the left. I love that you can just sit here and it'll give you the confetti fanfare forever. Huh, that was weird. I was level 59. That snake was less. I ate him and nothing happened. Also, I like that you can just run to this gate and it doesn't do anything. Like, it just knocks you backwards slightly. 25, 40. Okay. Now, will that other snake roll up here? I don't actually remember what level it is. In case anyone's wondering, the other snake never came up here. Okay, so now you have a back and forth beady spike thing. Kind of like a tenderizer, if you will. So right here, 35, 47. Oh, well, I can't stop. Oh, we can get hit by this. Oh, it knocks you all the way down to level 1. Okay, well, I wanted to know, and I guess now I know. Ah, yes. Once again, time to hunt. I do enjoy that people are basically just hiding behind other people. Like, it's this weird encirclement thing happening. The golden people are encircling the purple people. I don't even know why I'm doing this, though. Because again, I've already upgraded everything you can possibly upgrade for my little snake family of death. So the only thing left to do is, I guess, get more money. Hold on. Got a chest moving over here. Had to take all those gemstones. It's something that every snake enjoys. Is an extensive jewelry collection. Okay? There's only 3 enemies left. More gems. All right. Hold on. The one guy managed to do a nice juke there. Now the 4 grand for ending with most of humanity. What can I buy with my 8 grand here? One single item. Hold on. I could buy that, or I could get a new snake. Or a new animal? Wait, what? I don't have to be a snake. Or you can get a hat. Well, what other animal is there? Hold on. I'll spend 2,000. What is this? Like a pigacorn. That is not a unicorn. I don't know who drew this. I don't know what the art team was thinking. Also, let me spend my 100,000 gems on something. So what do I do with it? Like, what does it do? Well, I guess, I don't know. Give me more income. Oh my God. What in the name of the Lord is this? I'm not really a snake anymore. Like, I guess I kind of am. Oh no, when you can see its face, it's truly hideous. I love that there is a tail. Like, it does have the back end of its body. It's just so far behind that you don't get to see it. Please let me have the more money by watching an ad. It won't let me watch the ad. I like how it says cleared, and then it shows a generic snake. That is not me anymore. Now that I know, like, what this looks like, what really happens when you choose animal, I want to make enough money to get another animal. Just like 2 grand. I just want to know what else there is. Besides this horrifying, pulsating, pig-shaped unicorn rainbow thing. We're getting ads for black screens now. I love that you're going through the level, and it's like you're currently on the level with the saw blades, but eventually you can gain the level with the saw blades. I guess this is just, I don't know, what I'm eventually graduating to. Got the slowest battle axes in the history of combat sports trying to come for me. I think I'm like get the treasure chest every single time now. Also, times 5 what? Like, I get times 5, but I normally only get $100, but because I get times 5, I get, like, it's not even 500, like $400. And it doesn't have anything to do with this, because this is 2, 3, and 4. Hold on. I don't want to hunt. I don't care. Everyone here can continue to survive. I want a new animal. Let me see it. $2,500, best money I ever spent. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, this elephant has seen some things. It's like, hey, elephant, what was the greatest thing you ever experienced in your life? The elephant's like, I don't want to talk about it. Sounds good. Oh, Lord. Whoa. The big Dumbo ears this thing has almost got caught on the brick wall. Hello there, Battle Axe. I know you'll be back in 10 years to say hello. Why is he wearing an alien on his head? It's like they just took whatever assets they had on hand and they shoved them into the screen. I love that its legs are just randomly kicking, even though there's no movement at all. All right, I'm going to beat this so I can upgrade to the next set of levels. Like, there is more stuff, I guess. Like, right now, there's this pool of Pepto-Bismol over here. That's cool. Yes! 87 size. I wanted to go for 100. There's just not enough stuff to murder on the screen at any one given time. Hey, great. Here's a star that you can't have no matter what you do. I guess I'll take the money. All right. This is it. I'm 26. This is for all the marbles that everyone's been waiting for. Oh, hold on. Come on. Let it happen. I feel like there might be some more snakes coming up. I don't know for sure. I wish there was like a rear view mirror button so that you could look behind you. I also find it interesting that if I wanted to, I could just sit here for the rest of all time. Like, I don't actually need to continue playing the game at all. I could just do nothing and nothing happens. Nothing attacks me. Nothing murders me. My character doesn't age. All right, I guess I'll just go. So now it's like I actually can't leave. Like, I get the treasure chest every time. The only thing is it's always disappointing. There's never more money inside of the treasure chest. I've been getting the same $250 for the last, 10 levels. So this is it. This is the new board, everyone. You got droppy bladey guys now. I love droppy bladey guys. Hold on, I need to eat all the available snakes here. There we go. 41, 53, 69. Of course it ends on this. And I have a glorious angelic halo on my head at this point. Elephant, you've won $275. How does it make you feel? The elephant's like, I don't care. Actually, I think this is more money. I think we got 25 more bucks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping. We're still getting the same 400. Can I afford a new animal? It's kind of the only thing I care about. Hold on. Let me check. $3,500. Hold on. If I beat a couple more levels, then we eventually get to see the power drill level, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, I need to sneak past that. So did you die if you get hit by the blaze? No, that snake doesn't care at all. Oh, hold on. I think I could just chill out back here and just let them go forward and then eat them. Like, they should probably jump to their death. 95. Hey, it's a new PB. Do I get anything for it? No. $275 is what I get for it. Oh, hold on. This is important. Give me another animal. What do we got? Oh, it's just a pig. Everything else is so cool. Well, everything else is so odd. All right, I guess I'll get to the power drill stage just to see. Oh my God! Okay, there's a lot of blades. I say the snake is very agile. The pig is hungry. The pig must eat. What do you know? The pig got to the treasure chest. Would you like 850 gems? Nope. Wait a second. My treasure chest went down. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Come here. There we go. Meeting you from the tail up. Bam. 85. Get over here. Am I gonna get $200 again? Like, I went up to 275, and it's like I went back in time. Like, I lost progress. What is this? Okay, 250. Well, what can I say? Someone managed to make a game where the most interesting things are the characters that have nothing to do with the main point of the game. Hey, folks, we just have a spoon steak run raised. Until next time, stay foxy, my friend.
We built this 3-story tiny house on the back of a truck. A couple months ago, we built a tiny house in the back of our truck, and it was sick, besides a couple of technical difficulties. Whoa, why is it doing that? But the main issue, I was lonely. Wow. Turn around. So we decided to build a truck bed camper that could fit all the guys in. I'm in this video too! But building something this crazy, what if this gets stuck by lightning, is not easy. 3, 2,
we want to show you guys what we have planned just for the back of this truck. And conveniently, Ben has put together a giant sketch of it.
I have essentially a 3-story apartment complex.
1, 2.
And then the third one's on the bottom.
Is this going to be too tall that it's not going to be able to go under those underpasses?
That might be a concern.
That'd be cool. Let's get building. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how to build.
This is completely different than the last build. That's because we're going up. It's got to be down. It's got to be perfect.
The higher up we go, what if we're driving down the road, you take a turn, and the whole structure falls over the wobbly ground that's moving with wind. It's what
Everything else will be nice.
Is he any help? Well, we don't know what he's doing, so maybe he has more time. So it looks like all the guys are getting a lot of work done. I'm going to do my part. I have some supplies that I need to get at the store, so I'm going to head there right now to make it a little more efficient for the build team. So let's go. Go! I'll be right back. Did you need anything else? Your help? Yeah, your help. Yeah, I know. I'll go get you those things, all the extra stuff. If you need anything, just let me know. You guys weren't exactly clear on what to get. Do you guys need anything to make this build much more efficient? Like anything we're missing right now?
Battery frame nailer. We need a jack frame. Hey, bird call sandwiches. Horses in Minecraft.
But I do think I remember some of the main items that would make this job much more efficient. So I'm heading to the store. Shouldn't take too long.
So we did a build like this before. It was just a single one with a truck topper. And at the end of the video, we asked if you guys wanted to see a double or a triple stacked tiny home. You guys obviously were like, yes, you got to make it. So that's what we're doing. We'll see how the build's going.
There's nowhere to be found, so it's pretty good so far. All right, pulling up to the local hardware store. They should have everything here. Go inside. I think saying this has something to do with the saw.
Justin, how close they build these neighbors.
Have you ever built a 3-story truck though, tiny home? I don't know how to build. That's why I'm here at the store getting supplies for them. Well, you said something to do with the bandsaw, so that's why I got this. I'll let him figure that out.
It's actually a compass.
You know what a compass is. You're lost in the woods and you say, which way is north? That would not help you in a survival situation. I'm going to stick this somewhere inside your body.
Well, I think I got everything I need. Oh, I need to pick up the hay. Not sure why Samuel wanted hay. That's not good. 5% battery life. So the battery doesn't die on the way back home. I still got a ways to drive. Thanks. You're not like that beeping. Oh, 4%. You're already down 4%, and it's beeping constantly. Oh, I know it died. Why won't it let me move? That thing was slammed on the brakes. When I left, this thing said by 60% charge, so I don't know what happened. I gotta call Andrew. Looks like we got the 4-in. Oh, interesting. Hello? Hey, Andrew. I was getting the supplies for the guys for the build, and the golf cart died. I need someone to pick me up. Maybe you're going to have to get the trailer and come get me. Why? Oh, the builders needed some supplies, so I had to go get them just to make things more efficient. Why don't you, take a car? Well, I didn't need that car for such a smaller load. I guess send me your pin. We'll see about it. Okay.
We're not going to go get them, are we?
I don't know. I guess we could flip a coin.
We could bring him the solar charger and just have him charge up his own golf cart.
There you go.
Now I have to wait here for them to come get me.
Oh, I saw him? Yeah.
Finally! Well, they didn't bring a trailer though, so I don't know how we're going to load this.
Why did you get a big thing of hay? What do we possibly got that would be helpful?
Hey, guys! Hey, you didn't bring a trailer, so how are we going to get this going? No, we got something to help you. You're geniuses. Which was not set up, by the way. Andrew just took some of the supplies. Those are the supplies for the builders. Okay, you have everything you need now, so you should be good to go. So we're going to go back with the supplies you got. Oh, no. All right, see ya. Don't forget the hay. You forgot the hay. Shouldn't take too long. Looks like output's pretty high. Oh, we got 1%. Yes.
a few minutes later.
We have 11%. I think that's enough to get home.
Yeah, good work. Let's get home. Please don't die me again. Update. Look at this. We got the roof going on upstairs. How's it looking up there, Ben? It looks like we got some windows being installed right now. Man, this is gonna be so cool. This thing is incredible. Look, got the doors on. There's some wires going inside. Every level has its own lights. Ow! You got someone over there all powered off the Jackery or something. Speaking of which, I will show you guys that. Right, obviously, since we're taking this off-road into the mountains, we need some way to power the entire cabin. So check this out. Plug this in right here, and we've got lights. This whole thing is going to be powered by the Jackery. We couldn't do this without it. I thought the air go like that is regrettable. Progress update. We have a bunch more to do. We're going to be painting these beams and the back a nice black color to go with the wood. We also have to finish up the siding on the back. And interior also needs to be done because it's been insulated, wired properly. Ready to work, fellas? Ready? Yep. Caleb, great. You're here. I didn't know we had an extra helper today. That meeting. So great. Meeting with Alex. Yeah, right. Well, when he's done with the meeting, Caleb will be back to help. Great. Thanks, Caleb. We appreciate the hard work. Yes. We'll be seeing the links.
If you guys are enjoying this build so far, make sure you go subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel, Last Daily Workshop, where you will get to see the behind the scenes of all the builds we do on this channel from the builder's perspective. Link is in the description. Go subscribe and check it out.
All right, so we're painting the blue black. Black should look maybe a little bit better.
Check it out, guys. Insulating the interior walls with this stuff. That way, when we do the overnight, it should be nice and toasty in here because it's going to be extremely cold.
Gimli, what if I told you I'm filming without my consent? Don't ever do it again. Do you understand me? Say yes, sir.
I love ladders.
You okay over there? Might get like this because it looks like a Dr. Seuss vehicle.
Yeah, that's a great word for it. I miss that guy.
You can start installing some carpet.
All right, so hopefully this piece fits right in that top unit.
Once you get the carpet in, then we can start doing like the bed and the cabinets and like the trim work around the carpet. Inside is coming along nicely. Looking really good so far. The width looks good. Now the length. That's all that matters. Uh-oh. I think I cut wrong.
Alex, make me look like Wallace painting his rocket ship.
What did you say?
I said God help us.
I just finished the beds, so test it out, see what you think.
Okay. I'm so glad to have an actual bed this time. The night in the rail camper was one of the worst night sleeps of my life. So how's the bed? Yeah, pretty good. With a pillow, obviously, it'd be a little better, but this mattress is pretty comfy.
Yeah, fully. I have a really good feeling about when we do the overnight. I think I know exactly what I need at the store, so let's go get everything we need to finish this up.
We're at our favorite store, Shields. You gotta get everything we need to survive overnight in our little tiny cabin. The low temperature is gonna be around 30 degrees.
Wow. Netty blankets.
Where's my mic? You don't get a mic. Sorry, block.
I'm looking for baskets that we can slide under our beds so we can store some like gear and personal items, whatever you need.
This is my impression of falling down a hole. Did that sound good, Kimberly? This is my impression of falling down a hole really fast and hitting the bottom really hard. You still work? Check 1, 2. It's good. What can I do? Wish you over.
Hey, you're getting this. Look at this coffee machine. It's a single pour where you slide it in and goes.
Maple Mayhem. That sounds good.
It's a grenade. Shit. My activity, I am definitely getting darts. Okay, so this luxurious darts. I am so getting some. Have you ever think this would be a thing?
Darts?
Yes.
No.
I did.
Growing up, it was like, these lame, leaky ones. But then they got a whole case of swirl darts. gonna get a mini basketball hoop with the mini ball. Some steel tip darts. We're gonna do a tournament later. The fellas, this is gonna be fun. I have a product that I'm gonna buy that I bet the fellas are not thinking about. If you guys didn't see one of our previous videos, the overnight on a rail car, we slept in this homemade rail car we built, and let's just say sleep was not good at all. And sleep's super important, so I'm gonna get these smart goggles. Apparently it says it reduces stress, you sleep better. I'm gonna test it.
Going down now. Going down.
Welcome back. We need to test this thing on the road. There are many concerns we have. First concern is, does it even get out of the garage? Right.
Good, if the code is made correctly.
We have to test to see if this thing even works before we just load up and just go driving off into the mountains.
All right, here we go.
I'm not going in there. I think I'll be fine. That's why I'm out here.
Hey, Frank is yelling. Stop.
So loud enough?
It seems very kind of. Why is our front right tire low?
Just messy.
Well, actually, that's all right. We've driven this truck many times, so we know how it feels normal. See how different it is.
You know, if you get out into the garage.
That would be so funny if it's too big to get out of the garage.
Yeah, plenty of space.
Really? Does it feel wobbly?
Yeah, it's over. Oh, easy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so driving up the hill here.
I think it's what? It was like lacking. It was lacking.
Ours have to be equally weighted.
They were ridiculous. So our first major test, we are going to see how it performs at a stoplight. Again, we measured this properly, assumedly. How do you look, Jer? The wire's okay? Does it feel different so far? Oh, that's good. Our first big turn. It's scary. If it feels normal, every car is looking at what monstrosity is attached to this truck.
All of the tires appear to be low.
This makes sense. We ran out of battery. Let them all do that. The trash guy just gave us a thumbs up. Love it. Squeeze it. I want to see how it feels. It looks fine. God, it's wobbling.
The second time this thing's broken down in this video. Oh, we're back.
We're back. I just came for fun.
I got stuck on this thing in another video. Roll the clip.
That was this video.
Oh, crap. Roll this video. I got stuck in this thing in this video. Not again, guys. It sounds like it's gone with the Jackery Whole Power 3000. It's not doing it on purpose. I know. I promise we're not doing it on purpose. But it worked out. It's just like deja vu. The roles have reversed.
With the 3-story truck camper completed, it's time to take it on the road and find our campsite. But first, we need to stop for the essentials.
We're making a pit stop at the grocery store to get all the essentials for tonight. Because we're going to be cooking in the tiny house, and we need snacks and other stuff. Because if we break down or something happens, we need to be prepared. So it's going to be a great night. Unexpected weather alert. It is raining out, cloudy. Thunderstorms, chance of lightning later, potentially. As you can see in the area over here, it's going to be even worse. So make sure you guys stay inside and hide. And watch this video. We're making our way
downtown
out into the plains. I can definitely feel the wind picking up a little bit, and the whole truck is swaying. So I'm trying to not exceed whatever max speed this thing can go. You're hearing some interesting sounds while driving. That gets squeaky now. Hopefully that doesn't mean it's getting looser. Kind of feels like we're in the middle of nowhere right now. We're surrounded by gigantic windmills. I'm going to get in the back of it. I kind of want to see what it's like while we drive, how wobbly it is. Just a quick little sample. I'm not staying back here. Yeah, look at that. All right, you ready? we go. Whoa! Holy smokes. This is crazy. This is actually pretty cool. This actually has some pretty cool views from right here. Get that window right there, side window, and another side window. It's definitely a little spooky being this high up and all the wind making this thing wobble. Oh boy. All right. After a long time of driving, I think we have found where we're going to spend the night in this 3-story truck bed tiny house. What do you think about this spot, Andrew?
This is actually really cool. The sky is blue. The field is green.
It's peaceful. We're driving in rain. Isaac, are we here? Yep, we're here, man. This looks like the right spot. We should get the Jackery solar panels out, set them up so we can get everything charging and powered up. The Solar Saga 200 solar panels. Get these set up in the best spot possible.
Yeah.
All the sun can hit. What's actually super cool about the Jackery Home Power 3000 is that you can plug 2 of these solar panel things into the unit itself to give it maximum charging. You know, this is all getting charged up. I'm going to explore the surroundings. It's always important to see what's around so you can find anything. So I'll be back.
It's hard to let your kids run free. I don't know if we mentioned this, but we actually have different uses for each of these different rooms. Down here is going to be more like the lounge game room. The top floor, my room, is going to be the cooking area. Justin's room is wherever he wants. Always put it to hoard all his. Where do you go?
There's just something about exploring that never gets old. Always exciting. You come across random treasures, random unique things like this abandoned construction vehicle. Dude, look at this. This is so cool. Whoa. Yeah, this has definitely not been used in a while. But look at this. It's all torn apart. There's weeds and all kinds of nonsense in here. Oh, look at this old radio. Oh, this radio has a story. Look at that. We got a sticker with hearts that says Lisa. This is so cool. What? There's a toolbox. You guys think there's anything inside of it? Oh, what? Vintage tools? Why is this so cool? Oh, this is awesome. Guys, look what I found. Treasures? Yeah, we found a few kind of treasures.
I have one question. Who's Lisa?
I don't know, but this radio's got a history. That's cool. Who's your phone?
That could be our toilet. We don't have any bathrooms in here, so good thing you found all these models.
Right, yeah. It's not like we can go out in the grass or anything.
Ooh, there's a tree over there you can go buy. How much does it cost? It's free. Then why would I buy this? What? You said I could go. I'm not explaining it to you. There's a tree over there you can go buy.
If we're in the middle of the plains, we'll notice some little details like that flatch of trees over there. How far do you think that is? Right? You're saying 0.5?
No, 0.2.
0.2? Guessing that's
That's half a mile away?
0.6 miles.
I'm going to go maybe 700 meters.
You need a point, no meters.
Okay, 0.45.
And I'm saying
under 5.
I'm saying 0.6.
Say 0.3.
Whoever gets closest gets to pick what we do in town.
Town?
There's got to be a town nearby.
You see a town over there?
We'll drive, find a town, and do the funnest nearest thing that the winner picked. I have an app, the Whoop app, that I can track exactly how far it is. But I have to, yeah, I have to go there.
He has to go. Someone had to do it.
Well, Gimli can come with me if he wants.
Bye.
I mean, it looks close, but there is no way. This is 0.2. It's got to be like over half a mile. Hey, this is kind of nice. Being able to run on the plains. We've been driving forever. So getting our steps in for the day is out there. Let's see. Who was closest? It was way off. Let's go tell the fellas. Okay, we have an answer. What amount did you say again?
You said 0.3.
Okay.
What did you say? 0.4. 0.3.
Correct answer is 0.28.
I told you, I know my mom.
Way off. Well, you get to decide what we get to do in town.
What town?
The nearest town,
Whatever
whatever.
there is to do in whatever town is here. I might have to get to town and see what there is. You couldn't even run 0.6 miles, huh?
Yeah, I could.
To walk back?
No, I just wanted to walk back with Gimli.
That was Gimli's fault.
Nope, we both wanted to walk.
Gimli probably couldn't run a mile if he tried.
I just say that to him.
We gotta take bets now. If any bed at any point in this video breaks, yes or no?
No, because Blake built them. If we built them, then maybe.
I'm gonna say yes, just because I don't know, something could happen. I'm gonna say yes because Blake built them. My lights turned on.
Well, it'd be my turn on now.
Yes, yes. Yeah, what's unique about my room and Andrew's room is that we kind of have a shared space where I can easily, go up to Andrew's room, but Isaac's, you kind of have to go down the ladder. What?
I said, thank goodness.
Why? You can't hang out with us. I don't want to hang out with you. Right, so I'm going to get my bedroom set up later. I got this epic sleeping bag, pillow, some other fun accessories.
Welcome to the top. I'm actually going to undo my sleeping bag now to see what it looks like. Oh, come on, you pretzel.
My pillows.
I gotta give it a quick test.
Oh, man. This is tight.
I got dust in my eye.
Hey, at least your room is bigger than mine. You guys can't tell, this middle room is definitely the most compact. Andrew at least has a pointed seal.
Well, I guess I got the gaming room, so everything comes pre-installed. I didn't even have to do anything, which is nice. Blake gave me a nice television. Also, we got the PlayStation. Of course, we have Jackery. Since I have the biggest room, I guess I'm also just a storage unit for everyone else's stuff. So I have all the food under my bed, my paper towels, cooking utensils, and cooler. Obviously, my carbon monoxide alarm, which I take everywhere with me. It's one of my biggest fears. And my bed. And did I mention also? Yeah. Right now is actually powering everyone's lights. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Jackery.
We got everything settled, our room set up. I'm taking the whole house and head to town.
All right, we found the small town. There's not a ton to do here, so they didn't have much choice. And Justin loves pinball.
Yeah, we're all going to have a good time in here. Bowling and pinball?
Pinball. My two favorite activities in the whole world.
Also made it my mission to guess one of the locals' names. So I'm going to go see what her name is. She looks like
Your official guess.
Charlene.
That's a pretty risky guess. Yeah.
I don't know. She's giving Charlene vibes.
Right. Oh, wait, no, I got it. Rebecca.
Rebecca?
I think it's Esther.
Charlene?
No. Bobby. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about that.
No.
Her name was Bobby. I was way on. But you were too.
Yeah, I wasn't going to guess Bobby.
Whoa. This is actually sick. How is this here? This is so cool. No one's here either. We got the whole place to ourselves. Look at that house, man. Looks amazing. First row is always a warm up. First row, are you kidding me? We're going to have a quick pinball tournament. Loser has to do a punishment back at camp. Okay?
What is the punishment?
You have to have a spoonful of special sauce. Sorry. Gimli's playing the tournament too, so if Gimli loses, face reveal for the first time on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
You better not lose, Gimli.
Oh, Gimli. Gnome powers are really kicking in.
I can't see.
I think someone's getting some special sauce.
I also had a bad first turn, so one turn, I only have 28,000. I did 2 turns. One turn could change everything. Gimli got 400,000 in one turn.
Pretty bad. Rescue. I mean, this is your last chance to not get special sauce. I don't want the special sauce because I don't know what it is. I know.
What? You're 96 now.
Yes.
It's loading up. I go to missiles. Yes. That double bomb. Pretty good.
Nope, it's not.
You only have 40,000?
Yeah. Oh, special sauce for you.
Guaranteed safe.
Oh, yeah. I'm plenty safe. Nothing to worry about.
Comes down to me. Whoa.
Depending on how hard Justin plays is how bad the special sauce is.
Oh, crap.
must be bad. Special sauce. Special sauce. Sadly, Gimli didn't lose, so you guys don't get a Gimli reveal. Maybe you'll see him in another video. All right, we're back at the campsite, and it's time to start dinner.
The problem is, we have the kitchen all the way upstairs.
plug it into my Jackery, of course. I'm cooking dinner tonight, guys. It's been a while. And nothing bad happens. Oh, there's a microwave up here. That's why it's the kitchen. All right, I'm making tacos. Does that sound good? Oh, that sounds great. Plugged into the Jackery. Let's see if this actually has any power. The reason I'm cooking is to make sure that everything is done with purpose and sensitization. Strange man in my window. How long until dinner's ready? Oh, that's gonna take a while. What's that smell? Hey, this is, yeah, right? It doesn't smell good. Yeah, just keep an eye on it, okay? Yep. I'm gonna go play football. By yourself, football you're playing? Oh, man. You're a lovely family. I am a good dad. My son is out playing football. Let's spread the love a little bit. Get this cooking fast. Holy can the Jackery power one pan? It can power two pans cooking the same amount of meat. Yeah, I haven't tested how many people can fit in the top 40. Maybe after dinner. Yeah, maybe when there's not a hot pan up here. It's going to barely be outside. It's cold outside. It's not cold. It's getting cold. It's hot up here. You boys go play some football while Papa makes some dinners. Come for the Super Bowl! I said catch! I'm cooking! I don't know why I did that. Hey! That rock ball is cooking dinner! I'd like to try and get out the truck and get it! Oh, these donkeys! Sorry if that brought up some childish trauma for me. Yo! Boys, you are not getting dinner! I'm getting pantsed. My whole butt's out. It's dinner done, Dad. It's chicken fiber. Kids are on my last nerve. Thank goodness I got you, Jackery. It's all lightning in that big, huge storm over there. There's a chance that storm could come over this way.
Just noticed, hopefully this is true, that the storm is going around mega dark clouds over there with lightning.
You just pointed at it.
Really?
The lightning.
Yeah, if that comes over here, we do not know how rainproof our house is, so please keep going that way.
Yeah, but look, it's not just over there. It's like almost a full circle around the tiny home.
Here's right now, basically, but look where the clouds are coming. I mean, this could change. What? Look at that. Is that really like all around us? But like, look how close that is. Look how close that is. Dude, that is so close to us. And that's at 10 p.m. It's going to be dark. You won't be able to tell.
Oh, no. We'll just have to listen.
Oh, please, no.
Boys!
What?
Dinner ready!
All right, time to get food poisoning.
Also, I just set up Starlink, so we are connected. We're feeling good.
Look at this. They're tortillas. Oh, those are discs. They are disc shaped. Those are gimmers. No, he's not. You didn't know me only once a month. Don't worry, Gimli. We'll give you some off camera.
We can't film us eating Gimli. No one wants to see that happen anyway.
Can I touch your tortilla?
No.
You never asked to touch my tortilla.
Are you serious?
Would you like me one?
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Just Gimli. That's going to be Gimli's?
Is this one of the most vibiest meals?
Maybe not most.
No, not. Oh, man, really vibey at all. Never mind. My bed, you're gonna ruin the Jackery.
Put all the water in the cap. This is a pretty solid taco for a pretty solid dinner. The boys. Is it better than Taco Bell?
No, nothing is better than Taco Bell.
All right, let's do that.
So you think what I'm thinking?
Cut to the next scene.
No, wait. No, cut. Cut. Don't move the next scene, Alex. What was your next scene gonna be if we had cut to it?
We're not talking about eating peanuts.
The clouds are coming in around us. Yeah, they're coming this way. Look at the clouds. They're coming this way. It's a good thing we have these fans to stop global warming. Wait, the fans are speeding up. That's not good.
The fans are pushing the storm away from us.
Dude, I'm telling you, the storm's on its way here. And you're getting inside. Tornado coming. What's up here? Why is it very cold? It's raining on me.
There's hailing! Ow! It's hailing! And I saw the lightning! Oh! Ow! That hail really hurt. Oh, dude, I'm not kidding. That hail hurt.
Good. Oh, I saw the lightning strike one of the windmills. Yes, I did. What? What if this gets struck by lightning? We're just literally, we're the only thing in this field powered with electricity. Nothing bad could happen, right, Andrew? Justin? Well, why do they not put a window in here? This is freezing. I can't sleep down here. You got to sleep upstairs. On the floor, I finally got a mattress. Dude, this is crazy. On the floor again. Me and Andrew checked the weather, and it looks like the storm is going around us, but clearly it's not. And this hail is like with the wind. Oh, my Atlanta. Maybe it'll pass. Hail is literally coming into. Look right here. Dude, where's that coming from? Right here. Oh, no. Everything's getting wet. The Jackery. Crap! Andrew! What's going on out here? We're gonna hail. We're safe right here, but you can't even stick your hand out before it gets blasted by the hail. All right, now go run the 0.3 miles. No, do you think we can get struck by lightning out here? That's like a windmill over there. What? Just now? Before we went in because of the hail. It's like snowing out here. We're just a giant electrical box. We're in the middle of the field. Okay, what do we do? Go inside? Please. We thought we were in a peaceful prairie.
My sleeping bag is soaked.
All the water is dripping from up there somehow.
This is a bad build, Blake. I hate people, Blake. I'm going to cut the thing down. You're a heater. So we'll utilize that with the Jackery, heat up the place, and we should be fine. Yeah, Jackery? Why didn't you say that before? Yeah, I did say that before. But we're saved. We have a heater. Oh, my Jackery. That's right. We'll bring it upstairs, and we'll be warm as little nice and a little campfire. Oh, it's soaking in here. We're going to utilize the entertainment now, see if it works. I am connected. Oh, we're moving. Oh, no. Oh, you all tip while it's in here. I'm having panic. I had a remembrance of the treehouse. When I was one, yes, we built a tree. If you guys didn't see that video, we built a big treehouse. Black. It wasn't big at all. It's not big. You see the lightning? What? That's close. No, it wasn't. That whole thing was thunder. I know, but that's the tail end of it. It's been going for like 20 seconds. Yeah, guys, as long as anything you want to. What are we doing? Why are you saying this? Let's go to town. We can only take this anywhere that's not. Why? Yeah, why are we doing that? We're sitting here in the field. It's taller than any of the trees. Hurry, stop saying let's go and let's go. Drive anywhere. You can drive anywhere. Go! Taco Bell! As we are moving our house, we don't want to sit in the eye of the storm anymore. Either way, we feel safer in the truck versus the house. This is the part of the video where we would blow over if we were to. Update, guys. Currently, here's where we are. The storm is progressing towards where we're going. Well, it looks like in the next 5 minutes we'll be in hail zone again. Towards where we're going? Yeah. This feels like a glider trying to take off. Really? That's not bad. Storm chasers. As long as the eye is Glen Powell. I'll take my shirt off now. Just hold off. While we were driving, we heard a big pop. I had no idea what it was. Look back there. Both these windows just popped. And it still feels like it's cracked. I don't even want to look at it because what if it pops and shoots in the eyes? We have to have a family meeting up in Douglas' house. Yeah, quick status report. Things are going downhill fast. The whole back of the window on the truck shattered. Daniel, you're going to kill us. Why? We didn't do that. We were just driving and it sounded like a gunshot in the back of the truck. I thought the whole top blew off. And we just survived a hailstorm. Now there's water everywhere. We have leaks everywhere. Isaac's sleeping bag is soaked. Isaac's plan was to sleep on the floor in here, but the water... My plan was to sleep in my bed. The water's slowly coming this way and it's completely soaking. What happened to this time? So that has been a summary of all the things that are going wrong. But one thing that's going great actually is we still have power. Exactly right. Thanks to Jackery for sponsoring this video. Jackery sent us 2 of the Jackery Solar Generator Home Power 3000s. Compared to whole home backup systems that require permanent installation, Central Home Backups offer a more affordable, flexible, and convenient backup solution. In urgent scenarios like this, where it may start hailing and you need something on the go, the HP 3000 stands out as a more easy-to-use and practical solution for you. The HP 3000 outputs 3,600 watts, which shouldn't be a problem for this house, and absolutely no noise, which means the only thing that's going to bother me is probably Isaac and Justin.
With its patented zero drain technology, it retains 95% of its charge after 365 days, which makes it perfect for unexpected storms or power outages.
Ah! Turn it back on!
See?
Works like a child. I'm sick of hail.
I made it to the spot where everyone else drives these big houses.
We did it! Let's go inside.
All in my room since it's the biggest.
Alright, let's do this. You want to
Oh! Live! We didn't know we could do that. This would be a live, so we're only being here. Only you? Playing nice and comfortable. We uploaded a dirt bike video, and we haven't even been able to watch it yet, so we were thinking about watching that. Right, guys? Yeah, I'm trying to connect now.
Alright, we just realized we're across the street from something nice.
Taco Bell.
We are stuck in the middle of the Eye of Sauron.
Alright, we're back in the field, and there's something kind of crazy we didn't notice during the day. But if you look up on the horizon, isn't that kind of crazy? That's all of the wind turbines. They all like have a light on them, probably for planes or like something. They all turn red. It's a little eerie, but the weather's good for now. We're still in the eye of the storm. It's moving around us, so we might catch its backside later. I don't want to be in the storm again. It's gonna happen while we're sleeping. Oh, it's gonna hit me in the nose. Oh, okay. The nose?
We have another electronic we want to show you guys, so we're going to plug it into the jack right here.
Oh, heat.
How many things we have plugged into these?
Lots. It's outputting 1,000 watts at the moment.
That's no problem.
No problem.
But we should probably keep the door shut.
With the heater on. Isaac?
Gilly, want to go for a walk? Okay. Major.
Definitely skinwalkers.
It's going on.
Alright, as promised.
You just get sick.
No.
I don't
know, it's late.
It's the nighttime doing voice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Time for my special sauce.
I don't know why I bought this. What's wrong with your voice? Horseradish sauce. Hot and spicy, apparently.
Oh, at the same time.
You know what horseradish?
Yeah, what's the difference? I have, but not hot and spicy.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
I definitely can't swallow that.
More than that. You gotta swallow it.
I can't. I have a stomachache.
No, that's good for you.
And there's no background.
And it burns away all the toxins in your state. It'll get rid of the internal mold.
You have to at least let it hit you in the cheeks. He ate the horseradish of internal giggling.
Oh.
So why'd you buy that again?
I didn't want to eat it.
He was trying to make us eat it. That's what you get.
I'm not losing pinball ever again.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't have to poop. I pooped.
Yes, go change his underwear. There's no bathroom out here. Where are you going? He's running you out to the middle of the woods. Where you fucking pants off?
You have to check your underwear? Yeah, it's fully clean.
Check this out. 3 darts. We each get 1 throw.
Okay.
See if you get the best score.
What happens to whoever gets the best worst? They have to use the grenade. The grenade.
Andrew brought something with him.
Oh, you guys and your sauces.
Hey, there you go. First score gets the grenade. Has to experience the grenade.
I can't eat that. I don't know how to rank chess. It's not So I'm gonna hit the board. So if I want to get on the board, I win. Well, to lose.
If you miss, then it's up to me.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Wait, I get a chance to put it on the board.
No, you're eating the grenade. This was your game again.
Oh,
I only scored 2 points.
Justin keeps making games for himself and losing.
Sorry.
I can't wait to see you try the grenade. Alright, this is Maple Mayhem. So I don't know if it's going to be too hot, but it does have habanero peppers in it.
I do love maple syrup.
Just think it's that.
86% peppers in every bottle?
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
No, that looks like maple syrup.
It's better. I got it.
I was waiting just in case. How did it taste?
Starting to get spicy.
No, there's like little chunks of something.
Since all of the power outlets in the house are connected to the Jackery, I can plug in right here and make some popcorn. We got the fireplace going in here. Justin, I'm passing down the microwave. All right, plug this into the Jackery and hit go. It's working. Yes, thank you, Jackery. It's pretty cool. You can run appliances off of the Jackery. Now we have popcorn.
Not just one appliance, too. We can plug in 3 more things.
I know, got the heater going, the microwave.
This is my special device for later. I need to plug in to charge.
Popcorn's done. Ready for this? Ow, hot. That's a nice late night snack. Some popcorn.
There you go. My sleeping bag. We'll see how well it does. I had to get some glow sticks for the vibes. Also, I'm going to try this out. See what kind of sleep this gives me. Usually when we do overnights, not very good sleep. But this is supposed to improve sleep. I'm going to track my sleep tonight and compare it, see how well it does. So I'll show you guys that in the morning, but good night, everyone.
What's shaking around so much?
I think that's the downstairs neighbors.
Okay, so I thought maybe the top floor was going to be the best one because it has the vaulted ceiling. But the problem is it slants down in the corners, which means my bed is very tight right over there in the corner. There's not like any room. When I lay down in my bed, the ceiling is basically like rubbing up on my nose. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh man, my light switch is all the way down there. How am I going to get it?
Might be able to get it with my toes. Yes. Ooh, look at this.
Now this is cabin vibes.
Just in case I need to use food or something. I just got big ass fingers. Last time they scared me
The bathroom so bad. You have one more morning appliance to use on the Jackery. Coffee. Coffee is going to be pretty good, guys.
Oh, you're up? Morning, New York. It's gorgeous outside. Not joking. And I actually slept pretty good.
We'll just compare whoop stats in a minute.
Oh, let's do it.
Whoa! Oh, are you kidding me? What a fun gizmo. Where's the rest of the water? That's cool. Yes, it is. It smells good. The first brew goes to our trusted camera operator.
Yes.
Not you. Oh. Tasty. This one. Yes, Mr. Secret Sauce.
Nothing like a hot coffee in the morning in the middle of the prairie.
Our ancestors.
Hey! How was the sleep? Really? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Well, we're still alive. That's good.
All right, so we're comparing sleep scores. I'm in the red recovery, and my sleep was 4 hours and 54 minutes. Pretty bad. I'll update you soon. Just move your mouth, and we'll do voiceover dub.
I slept badly, but I dreamed that I was turned into a small raccoon.
That's great news. Yeah, thank you. The hardest part about sleeping in here was someone down below would shuffle. The whole house would feel like it's a tornado.
Who? Well, I don't know. I know it wasn't me because I'd wake up and the whole house was like,
and then you'd hear a.
Special shout out to Jackery for sponsoring this video. Check them out. Link in the description.
But real quick, leave a comment down below in case of a power outage. Which essential appliance would you use with the Jackery Home Power 3000? And we're actually going to pick someone in the comments to win one of these. Leave a like. See you next time.
You okay? Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm taking a look at an item called the Bermuda Toaster Pro. It's a toaster oven that costs almost $400. Now they say it can make perfectly crisp and even toast, but is it worth the price tag? And how does it compare to the alternatives out there? Let's find out today's review, starting with the unbox. This is the Bermuda Toaster Pro. I paid $379 for this on Amazon. We're currently at a 3.9 star rating out of a whopping 55 reviews.
First thing inside, instructions. My foot. And there it is. Now, they claim that it's developed with insights from professional chefs. It is a next-gen steam toaster that delivers the ultimate toast, crisp on top and soft and moist inside. 6 cooking modes, including a new salamander grill mode, which they say replicates a broiler with concentrated top-down heat. Now, people on Amazon who liked it, they said it toasts to perfection with perfect golden brown, even toast. They also say it's great for reheating items such as pizza, pancakes, and more. Now, those who didn't like it, some people said it was not better or even as good as a regular toaster. Some people said it was overpriced, flimsy, or the limited clearance inside reduces its versatility. A lot of people said some of the recipes called for a baking tray, which was not included. I would have ordered one, but it was not in stock. So I'm going to have to read all this over, familiarize myself, and then we will get started. Taking a look at the controls, we have our modes over here. First up, we have Shokupan mode, which is 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. They say it's for light toast with gentle warmth, sliced bread, and English muffins. Right here is the golden toast mode. It goes 3 to 5 minutes. It's for golden, evenly brown toast, bagels, rustic breads. Right here is the pizza mode, which is for top heat for crisp finish cheesy bread pizza. That goes about 4 to 6 minutes. Croissant mode up here. It goes 3 to 4 minutes. Evenly warms without browning pastries, baguettes, and rolls. Over here is the oven mode, which for manual use does not use steam, and salamander mode here as well. It also doesn't use steam. They say it's an intense top-down blast of heat, like the controlled power of a blowtorch. Moving over here, we have our timer and on-off button. The timer goes in 30-second increments up to 5 minutes. We have 10 and then 15 minutes for max. They include a 5cc water container here, which you add right there. They say you're limited on the inside to foods no more than 2.5 inches tall. They also say to use a heat-resistant dish or aluminum foil if you're going to be doing anything that drips. They also say the timer makes 2 different sounds. They say it's bing for most things and bo-bong for salamander mode. They actually say bo-bong and bing in the instructions. So I'm going to clean this off and then we'll get started. All right, I've got several tests planned over the next few days here, but the first thing I do, see how it makes toast. That's kind of its flagship item it can make. So I want to get the toast right and then move on to other things. So here we go. Follow the instructions. Step 1, insert the power plug in the outlet. Check. Open the door. Place the food on the toasting rack. I have a wholesome slice of white bread here. Now they say that to put the rounded end of the bread towards the front of the unit. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to do it anyways. Place it in the center of the rack. Next up, fill the cup with 5 cc of water, which I've done. If you're going over 3 minutes, go 3 to 5 cc's. I'm going 3 minutes. Pour it into the inlet. Close the door gently. I'm going to leave it on Shokupan mode. I'm going to try 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, it turned on. For this first round, I'm just guessing on the time. It's kind of just a baseline test here. So hopefully once I see the result of this one, I can know where to go from there to get perfect toast. I can kind of hear it cycling on and off. It's not really that, I don't really hear much other than that. It's kind of quiet. It just steamed up inside there. The steam is functioning properly, it sounds like. It's kind of hard to see in there because of the steam, which I guess is a good thing. At least I know the steam is working, but you really can't see much through the window. You just see kind of the light going on and off. Looking in there, I can't even tell if it says it's toasted or not. I can't even tell if it's done or not. So I'm going to have to just trust the timer. And the top of this is getting warm. That's actually quite hot. All right, we are done. A little bit of smoke coming out of there, which I don't know if it's good or bad. Oh, it's pretty done. So the top side, I think, looks pretty nice. Let's try the other side. Oh, you see the marks from the rack, but it does look pretty good, though. You have to take the rack into consideration. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how this tastes. Is that an acceptable slice of toast to you? I think a lot of people will say yes. Maybe a little darker than I like, but not burnt. Here we go. I would say it was nicely toasted. Maybe it's not quite as moist and fluffy in the inside as I was expecting, but it's also darker than I expected too. But now that I have kind of a nice baseline, let's move on to the next round, which I'm going to compare to a couple other items that make toast in my house too. Because this is kind of positioned somewhere in between a regular toaster and a countertop oven. Why don't we compare it to a regular toaster and a countertop oven and see where it falls? So that's next. How about a quick three-way comparison here now? I've added the $220 Rebel, which I've had for about 3 years, and the $180 Wonder Oven, which I've had for about 1 year. This is a standard countertop oven. This is a standard 4-slot toaster, and the Bermuda is kind of in between, literally and figuratively. So now I know what my baseline looks like on the Bermuda. Let's see if I can get similar results in these two, how long it takes, and what the difference in the taste, texture, and crunch is. I should also point out the Wonder Oven also has a steaming feature, which is nice about this one is the cap that stays in the unit. On the Bermuda, it's kind of loose. Also, I think the Rebel is not quite as even on the higher levels. The Wonder Oven has a much larger capacity, so it might be a little bit slower because it's not quite as close to the heating element. So with that, let's get started. Generic white bread for everybody. One goes in the Rebel, one goes in the center of the Bermuda, and one goes in the center of the Wonder Oven. Adding my water for the steam function of the Wonder Oven. Adding my water for the steam for the Bermuda. Wonder Oven, we've got more controls here. I'm going to go 450 on toast mode. I'll go beyond 3 minutes, but I'm going to probably pour out the same time as the Bermuda's done. Bermuda, we're already set here. 3 minutes. Rebel will set to level 3. And down it goes. And we are off. I'll let you know when anything changes. This will be done in 3 minutes. I'll pull this out around the same time, and we'll see what happens to the Rebel. The Rebel has a lift and look feature, which is kind of nice. You can kind of check it during the toasting process. The Wonder Oven has the window. I'll look through there, and then this one, we're just going to let it go as is. So I'll come back in a few minutes when something changes. I've noticed most of the toasting of the Bermuda happens at the very end. You can see it's blinking right now, and it's toasting up quite a bit the last stretch here. That's about where I'd probably stop it. And that's where it stopped. Oh, it and the Rebel stopped at the same time. Pull the toast out of the Wonder Oven now. Rebel, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, Rebel. Bermuda, pretty good also. And the Wonder Oven. Rebel, Bermuda, Wonder Oven. The Rebel is pretty even between the two sides. Bermuda is a little bit uneven on this side. Look, it's much darker on the bottom and the top. And kind of the same on this one as well. And the Wonder Oven, nicely toasted there. A little bit darker on the other side, so not completely even either. Do a quick taste test here. Rebel first. Nicely toasted, there's no steam feature on this one, so it's a bit dry as expected. Bermuda next. Nicely toasted. I would say maybe the center is a little bit softer. Not a huge difference, but a little bit. Wonder Oven next. Now it also has a steam feature. Let's see. Maybe not quite as soft on the inside as the Bermuda, I would say. If I had to rank the softness on the inside, the Bermuda would be at the top, followed by the Wonder Oven and the Rebel. So I would say that even though the results weren't like mind-blowingly different, I would give the Bermuda just a hair edge as far as the softness on the inside goes. But on the other hand, I don't know if it was quite as even as some of the others either. So what that tells me is that it works okay as a toaster. Well, we have a lot more to test out. All right, I'm sitting here in this lovely morning, planning out my day ahead as I go for day number 2 of my test in the Bermuda. I thought I did pretty well on the first round of test, making the toast. I mean, I wasn't blown away, but I thought I did pretty well. But now that I've used it, I wanted to read over the instructions once again. The instructions, everything they said. I read it over more than once, actually, because after reading it, I became more confused, and I had some observations, which I've written down right here. First, if they say not to use parchment paper, kind of a bummer, but that's fine. But they also say not to use baking sheets. But the Bermuda website sells a separate baking tray, which I guess if you're going to parse words, a baking tray and baking sheet, maybe they're separate things. Most people use those terms interchangeably. So I'm assuming they don't want you to use random baking sheets. They want you to use theirs, which was out of stock on Amazon and is $34 on my website. I was going to use the Wonder Oven baking tray, but it doesn't fit. And the Wonder Oven is pretty small anyways. I'll show you later how it didn't fit. But another thing I was noticing in the instructions here was, for example, today I want to try some leftover pizza because there's pizza mode. So I certainly want to use that to see how it warms up leftover pizza. Now, pizza is best when it's placed directly on the rack. But they say that you can't put anything that drips below or it'll catch fire. Either I have to use their baking tray, which I couldn't find. I can't use a random baking tray, so I'm going to have to use, and I can't use parchment paper, so I'm going to have to use tinfoil. But they make sure to say the aluminum foil doesn't touch the heating element, so you got to be careful with that too. So it's a little bit touchy. It's a little bit particular. And finally, this is kind of a funny one. The little flyer here, they talk about the different modes here. And on the golden toast mode, it says golden evenly brown toast. Yet the toast they show in their picture doesn't look so even. In fact, it looks kind of burnt on the edges. I think they probably should have chosen a different photo. If they're talking about even cooking, rather than a piece of bread that has burn in it. I'm thinking maybe the people behind Bermuda might want to revisit the instructions just to clarify a few of those things. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's read those and had some questions. And with that, let's head inside and start day number 2 tests. Before I start my next round of tests, I want to show you that the Wonder Oven tray, which is quite small, by the way, it fit left to right, but front to back, it won't close, so I can't use that. Now, someone on Amazon said they use this for frozen pancakes, which I thought was interesting. I don't really usually eat frozen pancakes, but I thought that would be a good chance to use oven mode. Well, the frozen pancakes that I was looking at calls for 375 for 3 minutes. This doesn't have 375, so I'll go 350 for 4 minutes and then check. So I have 2 frozen pancakes, frozen. Because these don't drip, I can place them directly on the rack. Put the oven to 350, 4 minutes, and we're off. This should be an easy test for it before I move on to the pizza, which I'm kind of curious about. So I'll come back in 4 minutes and let you know what happened. All right, they look nice. They feel evenly cooked. They feel done. Let's thermal image these bad boys. And you can see it's pretty even. Look at that. I don't think I've ever used thermal imager on pancakes before, but you never know. Let's try a taste test. Crispy outside, perfectly cooked. Now, I didn't use steam on this one. You're not supposed to in the oven mode. 350 for 4 minutes, came out perfect. No complaints whatsoever, so it's kind of a softball, but at least it handled that pretty well. Now let's move on to something that I'm really curious about, and that is a slice of leftover pizza. I have here an unassuming slice of pizza. Now, as mentioned before, I can't really use a tray. I can't put it on the rack. So I created this kind of handmade pizza boat made out of tinfoil with a little edge there so nothing will drip out of the sides. That's all I could come up with. And that's what we've got. I think that should work. That should work. And just to show that it's cold, you can see that the pizza itself is in the 40s. So nice and cool. I'm going to guess 5 minutes, but who knows? Now, in pizza mode, you do add water, so I'm adding water for the steam function, closing it up. Moving down here to pizza mode. 5 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it in case it starts looking burnt. I'm going to guess 5 minutes is right, and we'll let you know in 5 minutes. All right, we are done. Let's get this out of here. There was a big whoosh about 1 minute before it finished. I guess that was a steam function. Well, it feels done for sure. Thermal imager showing it looks like right around in the 160s on average, although some hotter areas are way up there. But certainly done. Certainly done. I don't see too many real cold spots. The coldest spot I'm seeing is in the 140s. So certainly finished. Let's give this a taste. All right, I think it did a great job. The top layer was crispy. The inside was still kind of moist and fluffy. It tasted like it was fresh out of the oven. It doesn't taste like it was warmed up. So I think that was a resounding success. I usually don't have leftover pizza, but when I do, I think this would be a good option for that. So I think the pizza mode definitely knocked this one out of the park. But I got one more item to try today. So I'm going to let this cool down and we'll move on to that. For my final test of day 2, I have a rather sad-looking day-old croissant that's looking for someone to eat it. Fortunately, I have my Bermuda with a croissant mode. So I'm just going to throw this croissant in here on the rack, add some water, close it up. We are on croissant mode. Their chart says croissant mode should be 3 to 4 minutes, so I'm doing that. 3 minutes it is. And we're off. And I'll let you know in 3 minutes how this turned out. All right, it's done. It smells pretty good. Let's pull it out of here. And there it is. Looks pretty good. It feels nice and flaky on the outside. Thermal imager shows it's pretty warm. It's in the 140s to 160s. Oh, nice and soft inside. That's a good sign. Take a bite. All right, perfect. That's good. All right, so whereas day 1 I thought it did pretty well, but maybe not overwhelmingly great. I think day 2, I couldn't have asked for better results, really. I think the results are perfect. The 3 items I tried today all came out as good or better than I even expected, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now it's back to the drawing board for me for day number 3 to see what else I can come up with. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see what tomorrow holds. All right, we are at day number 3. Now, today I want to do some real-world tests. My first test is kind of a 2-part. By the way, after my test yesterday, I did try 1 slice of toast on the golden toast mode for 3 minutes, and it really wasn't that much different than Shokopan mode. So for this first test, I'm making some cheese bread. The first half of the test, I'm just going to make some regular toast and try to make it light. And then I'm going to finish it off with salamander mode. Now the instructions say in shoku pan mode that the browning happens mostly in the last minute. So I'm going to go a little bit before that. I'll go 90 seconds. And hopefully we get some lightly toasted bread. Then I'm throwing in for salamander mode to see if we can finish it off that way. All right, let's open this up here. One slice of white bread. Right in the center. Now for shorter times, use 3 cc's of water, which I have here. Back to shoku pan mode here. We're going to go a minute and a half. This should be interesting. All right, our minute and a half is up. Let's take a look. All right, excellent. I wanted some lightly toasted bread, and that's what I've got, lightly toasted. But that's only the first half of this test. I'm going to place it on some foil, and let's add some shredded cheese. And let's stick that in there and see what happens. Once again, the cheese could drip, so I have to add some tin foil. Now we're doing salamander mode, so no steam for this one. Closing it up. All the way over to salamander mode. I'm going to guess it's just going to be 1 minute. But I want to keep an eye on it in case it starts getting too burnt. The lights are on. Is anybody home? Will 1 minute be enough? Will it be too much? It's melting. It's pretty good already. All right, and there we have it. After 1 minute on salamander mode, the bottom didn't get any more toasted, but the cheese is nicely melted. It's not burnt either. Some people might have gone longer, but I didn't want to take a chance. Let's take a bite. The bread is nice and crispy. The cheese is melted. I think this turned out perfectly. I'm not done with salamander mode. My first test, that worked pretty well. But let's move on to another real-world test and see how that goes. For my next test, I have a relatively small piece of frozen garlic bread. I'm hoping I can put this in oven mode and then finish with salamander mode. Let's see if I can do that. Hopefully enough. I'm going to put this on foil once again because there is butter on here. Slide that in. Now I'm using oven mode, so no water for this. The garlic bread instructions say 400 degrees for 5 to 6 minutes in a toaster oven. This seems to run kind of hot, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. But I'll start there. 400 degrees, 5 minutes. So we'll come back either in 5 minutes or whenever this seems like it's about toasted. And then we'll finish it off with salamander mode. All right, we're done. The edges seem a little bit done, but the top not so much, but salamander mode should take care of that. Let's go right back into it now. Switching over to salamander mode. I'm going to try 1 minute. This seems to be what salamander mode's made for. A little bit of last minute boiling at the end. All right, let's check this out. Oh yeah, look at the difference. Now see, the top is nicely done now. When I first pulled it out of here after 5 minutes, it was still pretty soft up here. Now this is done. A little bit extra brownie in salamander mode, but not a lot. I think that came out pretty nice. It's pretty evenly toasted too. See a little bit more heat towards the bottom of the edge, but overall it's pretty even. Well, that one turned out exactly as I hoped it would. The initial cooking phase got it almost there. The salamander mode to finish it off. The final result was perfect, so I'm very happy with that. Let's move on now to another test, which is another real-world use of this. So I'll get set up and then we'll see how it goes. Next up for another real-world test here. How about some pizza bagels? Once again, I'm going to do a 2-part test. We're going to start off with golden toast mode, then we're going to finish off with salamander mode. So just throw my room temperature bagel in there now. 3 cc's of water. Golden toast mode. 90 seconds. All right, we are done. They don't look very toasted, but they are toasted. I really just want to create a barrier so the sauce doesn't soak in too much. So I think it's toasted enough to keep going. Layer of pizza sauce, check. Layer of mozzarella, check. Placing the unit on foil. I'm going to start with salamander mode for 1 minute. All the way over. All right, we're off. This one I'm really curious about. It says it's done. Let's take a look. I think I'm going to go 30 more seconds if I can go 30 seconds. Let's try that. All right, put it back in there. You can really only set it for 1 minute. You can't set it for 30 seconds, but I feel like it needs to go a little bit longer. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, pull it out when I'm done. Oh, the full minute went. I think I'm going to stop here. This was a minute and a half on golden toast mode, and then 2 minutes on salamander mode, which seems to be pretty nice. The cheese is melted, not too brown, but it did turn out nicely. Let's give it a taste. The sauce and the cheese are perfectly cooked. The bagel was crispy, so I think this one turned out quite nice. What do you guys think? Would you eat that? I will. I'm going to. So I think with that, I probably have enough to wrap this thing up. Let's take a look at some of the pros and cons now, shall we? The biggest pro is that it did deliver solid results. Most things I cooked were even and crispy. The pizza, the croissant, the pancakes, the bagels all turned out perfect. I would say the steam function adds a slight improvement, although the advertising aspect of that might be a little bit overplayed. It has a lot of useful modes, including the salamander mode, which is great for finishing. And also, it just looks nice, and the controls are oddly satisfying to use. And it's quiet. But let's take a look at some of the cons now. The biggest con is the price. Almost $400. And in fact, if you add the tray, it's over $400. I just don't get that, man. You can get a really good toaster oven for less than half that price. With very little difference in performance, by the way. The next con is the tray is extra. It's already expensive enough as it is. Now you have to add another $34 on top of that. I'm probably going to break down and buy the tray because I'm going to continue to use this. And because using tinfoil all the time is a pain. Another con would be the clearance. A little over 2 inches really is kind of limiting. I have a small casserole dish that I've used in the Wonder Oven that I don't think would fit in here. So the clearance is a bit of an issue. Another small con would be the fact the timer only goes to 15 minutes. The Wonder Oven goes to an hour. Earlier I tried putting a Hot Pocket in there, and I usually put that at 340 for 20 minutes in the Wonder Oven. I tried it for 350 at 15 minutes. It wasn't done. If you want to go longer than 15 minutes, you have to kind of babysit it. In the end, I think most people who buy this will actually like it. But it's not the only game in town. Compared to my Breville and my Wonder Oven, the results were solid, but not necessarily as good or better, depending on if you're more worried about the texture or the evenness. The original Wonder Oven I have also has a steam function, larger capacity, more modes, a longer timer, comes with trays, and costs less than half. Now, I wouldn't say the Wonder Oven's perfect, but the cost is a lot less expensive than the Toaster Pro. But that's all I've got. If you've tried the Bermuda Toaster Pro or something like it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.
Projectors have a lot of downsides compared to TVs. They're hard to find space for, a pain in the butt to align, and they look downright off in a built room. So why are they so popular? I mean, there's dozens of brands making them, and they've got to be the #1 most advertised item on television.com. Well, it's because people love them. They are by far the cheapest way to get a giant screen, and there's a natural softness and cinematic quality to the image that can make even your iPhone home videos look like absolute cinema. But how much do you need to spend on them? Probably more than $2, but we're going to try that one anyway. And we're going to go all the way up to $20, $200, $2,000, $20,000, and even all the way to a $200,000 option, all in search of the sweet spot. Now, I'm not going to show you this one just yet, but what I will do is show you the $15,000 lens that goes in it.
Damn, boy!
Meet LED projector. It claims to be the most cost-efficient, high-resolution LED projector, and when it's $2, I kind of believe them. It is the bare essentials to make a projector. That makes it a lamp with a lens that directs light to an LCD layer and then to other optics that reflect out onto a screen. However, it has a surprising number of other features. For example, we have HDMI in, USB in, as well as a micro SD card slot, an AV input, headphone out, and we can power it via a USB cable, micro USB, and a USB cable on the left. You can even adjust the zoom. However, it doesn't disclose its brightness, and it only has a contrast ratio of 8:1, and as you're going to see, it really stretches the definition of HD.
My expectations are pretty low, but probably not low enough. I feel like any light in the room right now is going to be crippling.
You might use the front.
I might not. Isn't it even on? Yeah, hit the light.
Advertised as an HD projector.
That ain't no screen door. That's a chain link fence. I can see every pixel.
You can see the subpixels. You can see like the red, the blue, and the green. It's crazy.
So probably, I mean, let's put it in the center. Let's give it its best shot, right? Hey, yeah. Hey, okay, cool. Here we go.
I can't wait to use my projector for book.
Adam. I can't read the YouTube logo.
It's literally the
You can kind of get it there.
Kinda.
Can we have the audacity to give this a look mode?
The moon is square at him.
It's constantly so bad.
And somehow the image quality was better during that
Yeah,
moment.
I know, right? So that I could just make it up into the music in my mind.
In fairness, nobody would be trying to use a projector of this caliber at 120 inches.
No, not even close.
We should look at it at 40 inches. Like where you'd set it up in your tent when you're camping or something.
Okay, let's move it closer.
You know a projector is quality when I can look directly into it and not be bothered whatsoever. Like I can still totally see. Alright, hit it. As anything more than a toy for kids, I just can't recommend this. Which is good, because it's priced as one.
Tello. Want an affordable phone plan that doesn't compromise on coverage? Tello has plans up to $25 a month. It's easy to switch and easy to use. Just head on down to our link and start building the right plan for you today.
At $20, we have the LED projector. Yes, it is the $20 projector because the only way you're getting it for $2 is if you can get it on sale as like a Temu promo.
What? So you thought we were going to watch it again? Even at $20, it's still a toy for kids, guys. But the good news is that to get something that's not a toy, that doesn't cost as much as you might think.
The Nexco PJ40 Pro is a 1080p projector and is perhaps our first serious entrant in this video. It has 800 nits of brightness, a 3000 to 1 contrast ratio, and supports HDR10, like the bare minimum. It's got 2 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, AVN, and a headphone jack. For goodies, we get built-in Wi-Fi with Android TV and an included backlit remote. Also, this thing's got a 20-watt speaker in it, so you don't need to hook it up to another sound system. The Nexco claims that the projector is good for screens between 50 inches and 300 inches, depending on the distance that you mount your projector, and its LED lamp is rated for 30,000 hours of operation. That's like 3 hours a day for 30 years. So note there will be some brightness degradation over that time. You also get some really important features for setting up your projector, like automated and manual keystoning, as well as manual zooming. You even get a spare filter for your fan.
Wow. It's not perfect, because it isn't. Nothing's perfect. But at the price, it might be perfect.
Do you think it's 10 times as good?
Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously, you can see that it's not, like, the best lens. When you look at the corners, you see, like, fringing as well as out of focus.
Sure.
But you're not looking at the corners. It might be that we did just look at a $20 projector, so we're feeling really stoked. But I don't see why you would be unhappy with this, especially if you have a light.
It's loud. It's quite loud.
Yeah. And we are seated directly underneath it.
As we would be, though.
Now, press the home button.
It even has its own built-in smart OS.
It comes with Android TV.
It's pretty responsive. To be clear, it was these guys who very recently talked about how the smartification of your TV is not necessarily a feature because of all the advertising that's built into it. But if it's going to have it, if it could be responsive, that'd be great.
And it supports CEC, so you can bypass the OS to just boot directly to the input. It's pretty cool. I will say, setting it up did suck. It is manual focus. There's no zoom. And they're all manual height adjustments. No fun features. So it's kind of a pain.
But at $220, am I happy with this? You're damn right.
Yeah.
Should we game on it, though? Sure. I'm calling it now. This is going to be the biggest bump we see in image quality for 10xing our budget. And 10xing our budget is only $200 this time. Wow. Oh, dude, this is so useful.
You can definitely see ghosting on a lot of quick movements, but it's not that distracting.
I'll be honest with you, as the person playing the game, I didn't really notice it.
Yeah, I'm specifically trying to look for these things, but I'm not looking where you are. I'm just like, what are the textures like? And does it feel responsive?
Feels fine.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
This seems like a great entry-level option.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I was this impressed by a value product.
I'm wondering if your impressions will change when we go to our next step, where we have an actual gaming projector. Going up to the $2,000 price bracket, we get to meet our first specialty projector. The BenQ TK710 STI, which has an unfortunate final acronym, is a laser gaming projector that's also short throw. What makes it a gaming projector? Well, it can support 1080p at 240 Hz or 4K at 60 Hz. If you're thinking that's a little strange, this came out in 2025. If it's going to really be a gaming projector, it should at least do 4K 120, right? Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Is this like an HDMI limitation? Yes and no. While this only has HDMI 2.0 ports, it also makes use of something called pixel shift to get that 4K image. What is pixel shift? Okay, we're going to have to do a lot of explaining. The lasers from the projector bulb go to a DLP, or digital light processor. The core part of this DLP is a DMD, a digital micro mirror device. This is a chip of tiny aluminum mirrors, one for each pixel, that can electrostatically change angles to direct light towards or away from any given pixel, controlling brightness. That light is then reflected through a color wheel, which filters out or enhances the color of light before it heads out of the rest of the optic chain. But getting more micro mirrors is really, really expensive. So they pull a little trick. They take your 4K image and process it into subframes, typically 2 or 4. These subframes consist of different pixels that will all constitute a full 4K image. By adjusting the angles of your micromirrors, you can fill in the extra pixels faster than the eye can see, allowing for measurable and perceivable increases in clarity. Those 1920 by 1080 mirrors can switch at 240 Hz, making 3 additional pixels at 4K 60, or making a 1080 image at 240. Very cool. That's basically the only way a projector can get 4K at a reasonable price. Now let's talk about the other specs. The TK710 STI gets 3200 ANSI lumens with a quoted 600,000 to 1 contrast ratio, and its laser phosphor light source is rated for 20,000 hours at full brightness. And naturally, as a gaming projector, they quote very low input latency. We don't get motorized zoom or focus, but we do get manual zoom and focus. You know, not bad. It helps. It's nice, okay? And we get a third hidden HDMI port for a built-in Android TV stick that kind of is jankily installed in the back. It's kind of weird. But does all that fancy tech amount to an image that's worth the leap in price?
Something we didn't mention is that once we move into this price range, we start to get a lot more features and a lot more options on our lens. For instance, this one supports not only focus, but also zoom, and happens to be a short throw model. So instead of sitting above and behind us, it sits on the coffee table in front of us, which it can be a mixed bag ergonomically. It's the screen's really big. The room's also really big. We had to make some concessions. And there are advantages to this approach. There's no down in front, and if you do happen to want to use the speakers that are built into it, at least the sound is coming from in front of you. Go ahead and kill the lights, Mr. Reese. Immediately the resolution is noticeable.
Yeah, so this does 4K. It isn't true 4K.
Yeah.
But with projectors, you can't really tell the difference between a pixel shift.
I can't.
Yeah.
I've seen people that claim that they can see the difference. I cannot.
Yeah.
At every price point, I have been really well at the last 2 price points, I've been really impressed. This is better than what we saw, but I think it's probably about 2 times better than what we saw last.
You end up getting a lot of comforts with this, like the zoom lens, the short throw projection, if that's something that works for your space. And also, it's so much fun. It does have gaming components. That's right. It's 1080p 240 Hz.
Right. So you could theoretically play pretty competitively on it.
Yeah.
At 2 times the image quality, at least 2 times the convenience, 6 times at least, maybe 8 times the value here, but maybe not quite 10 times. But we haven't tried the game mode yet. Maybe it has 2 times the gaming experience.
Let's do it.
This is by far the best gaming experience we've had yet. It does give up some image quality switching over to game mode, as I tend to expect from a projector, but you more than make up for it in input latency and overall responsiveness.
So how does that affect the price scale?
I'd say it's 2 times better for gaming again, which makes it maybe 8 times better than the last one.
All right. Now here's another big leap. We're going from $2,000 to car money.
New car money. Look, that's an important distinction. For a lot of people, $2,000 is car money.
Yeah, this is new car money. And at our $20,000 price point, we have the JVC DLA NZ900. And boy, this thing is big. It's still a laser projector, but it has a native 4K chip, which means with Pixel chip, you can go all the way up to a completely useless 8K. And instead of just having a single DLP like the BenQ, it has three. One for the R, the G, and the B. That means even better color performance and brightness, and thanks to JVC's DILA technology, you get even better contrast too. Obviously, all of that extra complexity adds up, and this is not just 20,000, but it's actually 26,000, and can typically be found for 30,000. But you also get a fully motorized lens that also has lens shift, which allows you to physically move the lens up and down, so you don't have to angle your projector to have it fit your screen if your mounting height isn't perfect. This means you don't have to deal with any sort of distorted image and give up any of those precious pixels. The NZ claims a 150,000 to 1 contrast ratio, which is a much more modest claim than the BenQ. Like the BenQ, it uses a laser phosphor light source, but it barely gets any brighter, just 3300 ANSI. But it does support HDR10 Plus and numerous other display standards, and it also has a settings menu that you can really sink your teeth into if you're somebody who wants to calibrate to get the best image possible. It's designed for displays between 60 and 300 inches. And God, just look at it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Or is the image also gorgeous and beautiful? And is it $30,000 gorgeous and beautiful?
I'm very excited to see because I installed that Epson in my home theater ages ago, and I told myself, it's good enough. I don't need the JVC. And then I went out of my way to never view a JVC. Now I'm going to find out how wrong I was, right?
They might just spoil you. Look at the contrast.
That's really impressive.
It's a light 3. It's so clean. It is such a natural looking image.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And this level of contrast is something that only JVC can do thanks to their DILA technology. They're the only ones who make it. They're the only ones who can do it.
To be clear, there are solutions that you can add to other projectors, but at least some of them are so expensive that you might as well just spring for a JVC projector in the first place. Maybe not this one, but they do have lower end models that do have that same DILA technology. The question is it 10 times better than what we saw last? That's a firm no. However, this projector is not intended for a piddly 120-inch screen. You're supposed to have a 180-inch screen. And then that is where our lower end models simply will not be able to achieve a satisfactory result, and this will.
Yeah, this thing does 8K.
Yeah.
So we can get 4K 120. Looking at this as well as even the $2,000 projector was like the first time I really appreciated that difference in like just the picture, the nature of the picture of a projector versus a TV. We watch a lot of animated content, but when you watch like film content, it feels really, really real.
To be clear,
The Epson LS12000.
still a lot of bang for like a $6 million, but there's no question this is a better projector. I switched up our game because I wanted something that supports HDR.
Sure.
Damn. That's when I like it. Does this not feel like walking around in the city at golden hour? Maybe controversial take though. I'd rather game on a big TV than on this.
I think that gaming is so focused on modern display that film has that history with the projector that makes it so tied to it. And there's nothing analog about this. Why would I want to use analog technology? Plus, with displays, you can get a nice big super pixel dense monitor. It's going to look amazing, have incredible motion performance, incredible light quality,
and we'll have even better contrast.
Yeah. Think about how many OLED monitors you could get for the price of this thing. I think this would be a great time to do this side by side.
Yeah, we should. Let's look back at our $2,000 projector. That is the difference between a $2,000 and $20,000 projector.
It is simultaneously such a huge difference and not a huge difference at all.
Yeah. I mean, if I never knew that the one on the right existed, I would never have a problem with the one on the left. But now that I see them side by side, no, it's still not 10 times better. But it's the easy 5.
Yeah. It makes you wish you had the money. That's what it does.
And the best part is we are far from the end of the line.
Okay, so pretty much basically everything in the next section of the video was really unsafe. Don't do it. If you find yourself in a room with a professional grade projector, don't do what we're doing. Everything in this section is kind of dangerous. But feel free to remind us in the comments.
For this one, we need to change shirts. OutFitStore.com. This is the Christie Boxer 4K30, and despite its name, it actually is a 4K 60 projector. I'm not sure what happened there, but What did happen is that this thing cost $100,000 US. But that's because this is a professional thing. And among its professional features, has a super handy side screen to allow you to calibrate and make sure that your projector looks perfect. And man, it has so many menus. It has settings for settings that you thought you might have been setting, but turns out you actually weren't. It is everything that you would need to make sure that this thing looks perfectly aligned and calibrated in any sort of deployment. It even comes with tools in a handy little toolbox that is oh so incredibly organized. And these let you access the service panels where you can tune the internal optics of this. Don't try it yourself, or you can really screw things up, or you can access the projector bulbs. Yes, bulbs, plural. Inside of this beast are 6 easily removable 450 mercury vapor lamps shining at 30,000 lumens through a 3DLP setup. That means each of these mercury vapor bulbs gets 5,000 lumens roughly, which is brighter than our $30,000 projector. This thing has 6 of them. It's literally dangerous. That amount of brightness means that you can use this thing in even well-lit rooms, even maybe outdoors, though it's probably not super recommended. However, that brightness does come with some downsides. These bulbs are only good for 1,500 hours, and they cost about $400-ish each, so you'll be replacing them a lot. The good news is that you can run this with just one light at a time. They also have these little NFC bits on the back, so you can check the exact lifespan of each bulb and its condition. And then I mentioned that this thing is liquid cooled. Now, you might have expected that for the bulbs, that maybe there'd be some liquid cooling, but that's actually not what it's for. It is for the DLP processing chips. And on top of that water cooling, they also have blower fans directed at some of the power delivery stuff. This thing is crazy to get inside. And it's also very, very loud. Let's check it out.
Oh my goodness. You can fit so much projector in this bad boy, Adam.
There's 6 bulbs worth of projector.
And that's not to achieve a brighter image in our home cinema. In fact, you might have noticed that no matter how much we spent up until this point, all of them are about the same range for target brightness. It's to shoot a much bigger image at the same optimal brightness level in a light-controlled environment.
Yeah.
But we're going to use it in here anyway.
We actually had to install special power to get this running. Oh, look at that. It's like a car charger.
How much power does it draw?
Well, it has 6 450-watt bulbs in it. Yeah, I can't wait to be in a room full of them.
Oh yeah, there's no cooling. Fun fact, by the way, we borrowed this projector from Tobias, who runs the Vancouver Dome. That's a great video. Yes, and so is the Dome. Go watch that too.
We gotta put the lens in first, anyway.
Right. This kind of stuff makes me feel like I'm in the movie. You know, like putting in the last control rod before the self-destruct sequence goes.
Can you just put it in, man? I'm scared if you're going to drop it. Like that. So this has a almost 1-to-1 ratio for its throw distance, which means that we're probably more than 120 inches away. It's going to be pretty big. Okay. You can stare directly into it, but I don't recommend it.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah, okay, good.
We're at that sort of other side where at the very low end of the curve, your creature comforts are very limited. And then you get kind of the mid-priced ones that are like very consumer friendly. Now we're down at the other end of the curve where niceties like quiet cooling fans go away.
Yeah, usually you build a room for your screen. With this, you're building a room for the projector.
You might call it a projection room. Whoa, buddy! Dude, it's usably bright off of the frickin' velvet frame on the frickin' projector screen.
Yeah.
That's supposed to absorb any light that accidentally hits it. Look at this, it's coming off the velvet. Sorry, it's not velvet, it's like a matte black paint. But it's coming off the black paint with usable brightness. That's nuts.
You gotta see this bit. This blew my mind when I watched it earlier.
Oh, wow.
So bright.
That looked like I was looking at actual lightning.
Yeah. And you can hear it. You can hear how bright it is, that's for sure.
You sure can.
And the content still looks great. The contrast is not as good as the JVC,
Yeah.
but this is a much older projector than that. And also, it is really designed to throw huge images really freaking far.
Yeah, this is not Christie's latest gen. It was just what we could get access to because we're not buying one. Completely unsuitable for home use for a wide variety of reasons.
Yeah. Things like 250 pounds.
And no benefit for a consumer whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, I would just prefer the JVC in my home.
Yeah, but it has all these cool features, like, because it has 6 bulbs, you can have bulb redundancy, right? Like, you can have a fallback. There's a setting on here. Here, I want to show you. Let's change the brightness, the lamp brightness. It's really funny in this room.
Okay.
So we're currently at 100% lamp power. Yeah. I'm going to go down all the way down to the lowest setting for lamp power. That's 80%.
What? I can't even tell the difference.
It might matter when we're like 3 times as far away.
Right.
But it just, you cannot tell the difference between the lamps being at 100 or 80%.
No, I really couldn't.
It's so cool. The lens offset.
Oh, yeah, bud. Oh, wow, bud. Right. Because this is designed to sit above 250 people.
Yeah, it's meant to be versatile for many different venues. So the lens shift is absolutely massive. And this is where you can really see the whole, like you can see it's keystone right now, but you can see the edge going beyond that wall TV that we have here.
Yeah.
Should we game? Yeah, sure, we can game.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be very good. But before we do that, it's time for the side by side by side by side. Let's do some comparisons. Once again, can't emphasize enough, Nexigo is the winner for bang for the buck, even before I've looked at anything else.
Nexigo versus BenQ.
BenQ is just plain a lot better. It's just got more brightness, more pop. If you want to go to 120 inches, it's worth spending the 10x extra.
Let's see BenQ versus JVC. Just go step by step.
And immediately, the color performance of the BenQ just looks completely inadequate.
Yeah. Oh, the bear from the bear. That was so much scarier because it was actually dark.
Yeah. Okay. Now we pull out the big dog. Okay, big boy's on the right. Here she comes. Here she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she. I'd rather have the JVC.
So, yeah.
Oh my God. But this is why the expression horses for courses.
Yeah.
This is an utterly inappropriate use case for that Christie projector. And you can see that it shows. There literally is a limit to how much you can spend on a home cinema projector and yield not just a meaningful benefit, but even just an improvement.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Christie would be able to maintain its brightness way further away than the JVC could.
Oh, 100% would. You get a way better image on a 100-foot screen on that Christie.
Yeah.
No question.
Pull this away. You can barely tell the JVC.
It completely overwhelms it.
It's like the motion that gives it away.
That's pretty crazy.
It's so bright.
No 120 hertz.
4K 60 is the max it can do.
Yep. I don't actually know about this specific model, but I do know that with some commercial projectors from Christie, there are like upgrade modules and stuff that you can augment them with over time. I really don't know about this one. So it's possible you can put a better brain in it or a better HDMI input module or whatever else. You were saying, what's the maximum number of HDMI inputs this can be converted with?
32. I think there's some wonkiness with how it handles the color space. I couldn't figure this out. I had some issues watching movies with it too.
But that's the thing about professional solutions is they're designed to be configured, maintained, and troubleshot by professionals.
Yeah.
Not for us.
You can change how blue red is in the settings on this, which doesn't make any sense, but it's a thing that matters when you're doing color calibration.
But here's a question. What if we compare the Nexigo at $220 to the JVC at $30,000? Is it over 100 times better? Oh, you see?
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. But here's some 1080p. It's not HDR.
It doesn't have convenient lens shift.
It won't do increased refresh rates.
It's loud. I mean, it's not as loud as the Christie.
Yeah, that's overwhelming everything right now.
But also, let's turn the light on.
And the JVC will clearly outperform the Nexigo in a brighter environment. But I wouldn't say it's over 100 times better. I called it at the beginning. I'm confirming it now. Gold Medal Value Award, Gold Medal Raw Performance Award, and BenQ was there. The one you'll probably buy. You know what else you might probably buy? Something from our sponsor.
Tello, there's a good chance you're overpaying for your current mobile bill. We're at a point now where $100 is expected and $150 to $200 is really not shocking. If you're thinking, I wish there was a wireless option that didn't drive me crazy, tell me about it. Tello offers mobile plans starting at just $5, all the way up to unlimited plans at just $25. And it works on America's largest 5G network, but you're still getting excellent coverage. They offer you the flexibility to build your own plan, no contracts, allowing you to adjust and change your plan to fit your day-to-day needs. Every plan comes with extra freebies like hotspotting, Wi-Fi calling, international calling to over 60 countries, eSIM activation, and more. Say goodbye to expensive phone plans and hello to Tello. Build the perfect phone plan for you at Tello.com by hitting up our link below.
Thank you so much for watching, and thanks to Tobias from the Dome who sent over the Christie Boxer 4K30. The Dome, it's a cool venue in Vancouver. We did a video on it. You should watch that video, but you should also go see a show there. Thanks to JVC for sending this over, and the rest of them, no thanks to anybody else. We bought all of it.
That's the sun. And it's a giant pile of fire, right? And this is my campfire. If I trade things into it, I can make my campfire bigger than the sun, evidently, because that's how science works. Thank you, nuclear fusion, fission, fire stuff. Hey, look at that. I leveled up my fire. It got a little bigger. Until it literally rained on it. Okay. I drowned out in 6 seconds. I got my fire size to 1. $8. That's not great. But I get to upgrade. Buy upgrades to reveal upgrades. Okay, organic fire value, 10% higher. Cursor size to click things. Okay, we're going to get temporary protection from rain. Also, what are these over here? Organic fuel, electric fuel, explosive fuel, firework fuel, and tools. Oh, that's my rain shield. Okay, I can drag more things into this fire. There we go. We're going to make some nice, delicious s'mores. And then cook some hot dogs. Maybe sit up all night with a harmonica. Does anyone do that anymore? Are harmonicas still a thing? Like, real talk. Does anyone still use harmonicas? I don't know, but I have $10 now. So let's increase our fire value. And that unlocked organic spawn time. Oh, spawn organics faster. What is this? Okay, the shield strength lasts for 15% longer. I don't know if that's worth it. I think increasing the strength of these is probably a better call. But I just click it, yeah. Or the spawn. Oh, I'm just throwing the wood in. Wouldn't that be wild in the actual woods if trees just decided to throw their sticks? And now I have $13. Let's just keep upgrading the spawn time. Oh, we have 2 now. 57? Oh my goodness, that's really expensive. All right, I guess I could have gotten the cursor size upgrade too, but I don't really need it. I like rolling the sticks on the ground. That is satisfying. Until the stupid rain hits again. Gosh, man, why do you always put my fire out? Okay, organic earnings. Let's get the cursor size upgrade because that was only $4. 10 for more. It grabs more items, but I can't even. There's nothing else even to grab. Oh no! I lost the stick. Always fun and games until someone drops their stick on the ground. Nope. Oh, that